Metroid Prime!
Yes,
Um,
I've forgotten what we're doing.
I mean, that's fine. It's Metroid Prime. It's this is why this game is fine to stop in the middle for 2 weeks. Because what I can say is, oh, well, we gotta go back to the, phase-on mines, and that's about it.
Right, I forgot that like you had overlooked like a door or something, and so like we,
Oh,
we were backtracking.
yeah, I'm sure overlooked a bunch of things. No, right, I remember where I want to go. But imagine now if we had been playing an Ace Attorney and whoops, that is missiles. And we were like, well, what the fuck happened in this murder? That would have been problematic. This is why I decided to go with this game. We have like 2 sessions left with this game, it's fine. I am eager to get back to Edgeworth after that. But yeah, I want to go over there. Onion's still here. What?
Howie.
What? Alright. Right, so this is the room I needed to go to. Because now that I have the grapple beam, I can go here. Woo!
Yes.
And we're getting a morph ball, and we can make the thing go up. Makes the puzzle music happen. And then I make this thing go up too. You know, the what do you call that? The screw?
Yeah, it's a jack screw of some kind.
And then I kind of love this reveal. Guess what you get from that? Wait. Oh, right. First I have to get up there. What? There you go. Guess
Another
what you
one.
get from that? You get more spider ball tracks.
Yeah.
A big circuit. What?
Never don't be morph ball.
This is like the most complex spider ball circuit in the entire game. And the funny thing is it pales in comparison to what, like, all the spider ball nonsense that there is in Metroid Prime 2. Metroid Prime 2 really took like the what? No, why did I do that?
Oh no!
Why did I do that? Metroid Prime 2 really took the spider ball to like the next level. I really hope they remaster Metroid Prime 2. God, I mean, nothing stops me from just playing it in Dolphin, but still, I would like to see the second game remastered in the same way that this one was.
Gotta get that high definition morph ball action.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's a game that upscales well as far as graphics go, and I think really it's just like some textures would probably need to I can't unmorph ball. I wanted to scan these guys.
You can never not be morph ball.
not here. It's not letting me unmorph ball on this woo. No, yeah. Metroid Prime 2 just owns. I love it. What? Shortcut.
I choose to think that this is like the fact that you can't unmorph ball is like a character thing. Like Samus chooses to remain morph ball.
Why? This game owns. the morph ball stuff in 2 is just so wild. It's just I can't really describe it. It's just ridiculous, like, where they take it. There we go. Can I scan these guys from here? There, yeah. Plated parasites, invulnerable to all weaponry. Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, open this door, and what do we got in here? What could this be? It's the plasma beam!
Ugh.
We can open plasma doors.
Everyone loves the purple.
Also, we can smoke some fools with that.
Ugh.
This is the most powerful beam. It's great. I could use more power bombs because I'm kind of, that was my last one. So I could, if I could just like have a few more. So now that we have the plasma beam, I think we can go back to the phazon mines. That's what I needed. I needed I needed the extra vision and the plasma beam. Wait, what? No. Wrong. Oh my god, I'm so bad. This way. Not in the lava.
Just want to go swimming.
No. What? We need power bombs.
So I know that it's a video game thing, and for all we know, we can say it's a science fiction thing too. But like, I choose to believe that
What am I doing?
Samus sinking in lava means that she is denser than liquid rock.
So yeah, look at the. This is how powerful the plasma beam is. One charge shot and they're dead.
Ugh.
The plasma beam is kind of ridiculously powerful compared to the other ones. Like the ice beam was pretty good because they would like freeze a bunch of enemies and then just one missile finishes them off, but not all of them. And like, this is the same thing except I don't have to use a missile. Like it's just very silly how powerful this thing is. My only annoying thing is that there's still a lot of doors that require specific beams, so I have to switch all the time.
Oh, the elevators. We've missed the elevators.
It has a dot too, yeah. That doesn't really come up, but it does have a damage over time effect. It's not really a game where that sort of thing matters. Also, here's the thing that's kind of funny. I don't know if that's the remaster that did this or if that was in the original, but if you go through this corridor without the grapple beam, if you didn't pick it up yet, they put a platform here to let you like go through this passage for some reason, even though like the only way you would enter this door is from this side. And so they could just not put a platform to be like, well, you should get the grapple beam because it's behind you. But no, they let you leave by putting a platform here as long as you don't have the grapple beam. It's really weird. I don't understand why they did that. Because like, just don't put a platform. Then the player will be like, oh, cool, I need the grapple beam. Also, these pirates still need specific beams, so even though the plasma beam is powerful, it doesn't work on pirate specific enemies, beam specific.
That's because those pirates are the stupid Borg. Not to be confused with the Borg, who adapt to your weapons. They're the stupid Borg.
Yeah,
They only adapt to certain weapons.
That's, I mean, I don't. Okay. Incidentally, my Star Trek club got to the part of Voyager where they just arrived at the front, the border of the Borg territory.
The Borger, if you will.
No. Go away, please. Oh my god. Yes, you're invisible sometimes, I get it. Go away. Okay, so I want to go all the way through here. Cool. So like not next Sunday, because the organizer has been like on vacation or like busy this entire time. We're taking like a really long hiatus, and like I think they're at GDQ right now, which means they're not gonna be back for this Sunday. So the Sunday after that, we're gonna find out what's happening with Voyager entering the Borg territory. Sounds like a bad idea to me.
What's ever gone wrong whenever you get precariously close to the Borg?
See, the problem is, there's really no way around it. They have to go through Borg territory if they want to go home. And they're like, well, it's either that, or we just find a planet in the Gamma Quadrant, or Delta Quadrant, and we just live here now. And everyone's like, yeah, I want to go back to Earth. I don't know why they're so eager to get back to Earth, to be honest. The Delta Quadrant doesn't seem that bad. I don't know. Yeah, the Borgs are next door, whatever. Just go in the other direction. It's fine.
Wait, how'd they get there in the first place is my question.
Who?
Like how did the Voyager... Yeah, how did they get...
So the first episode of Voyager is about how they get, not teleported exactly, but like sucked in at extremely high speed by like an entity that like takes care of a bunch of people in like it's like an artificial satellite thing. They have like people that they take care of on a planet and protect, but like the entity needs to like sometimes get technology from different places, and instead of traveling space, they just attract things to them. They don't explain how it works because like that doesn't matter. It's, I don't know, sci-fi. But they're like, so like at some point they want to make the entity like send them back, and the entity is like, I can't, I'm too old. I'm tired.
What?
I'm dying. Well, the entity's dying because it's too old, and it was like trying, like Voyager was one of the several things that it grabbed all the way in space to try to like figure out a way to live longer, and it didn't work. And it's like, well, I'm screwed. I'm dying now. I can't send you back. Bye. And then Voyager's like, oh, fuck. So, yeah.
I know it's mainly on my mind because I brought it up in chat, but you saying, like, I can't send you back home, I'm too old, that just made me think of, like, what was it? Like, I committed plagiarism because my dad can't read.
Oh no. Don't say that. Also, Plasma Beam, pretty good on Metroids. You'd think it wouldn't be, since Metroids are more like, their weakness is more ice than heat. But no, it works pretty well.
Yeah, you'd think that they would like absorb the energy like they literally always do.
They're overloaded.
That's kind of their thing, but
I don't know. I don't think this game is canon anymore. Well, no,
see, it is. It's plasma cannon.
Should have let it turned on. I don't know why I deactivated it. Yeah, these platforms are invisible. Why are they invisible? Just don't worry about it.
There should be a There should be a scan entry for invisible platforms.
I wish there was, but
Turns out they're alive.
See, the thing is, if there was a scan entry, then you'd be able to scan them and you'd know where they are. And that would defeat the purpose. Ow. Pretty sure there's an item to collect around here. There's a platform here. No, that is too high. Oh, I'm in the phase zone. I'm in the phase zone. Oh, I'm getting irradiated by radioactivity. Oh boy. Oh hey, here's a silly thing I learned doing like deep dives in like Metroid lore wiki and stuff. So apparently they didn't know this when they made Metroid Prime, but in Metroid lore, the suit that Samus wears is not like a thing that she wears. It is part of her. It is an organism she can summon.
Ugh.
And it is tied to her, which I think is meant to be the reason why in Fusion they have to surgically remove it. They can't just, you know, take it apart. And why the suit looks different after that, because it's basically like the outer shell is gone, but like the suit is... You're gonna make me use two... God damn it. The outer shell is gone. But like the suit is still there, and it's like, it's the fleshy inside. That's why the fusion suit looked like that. And it hasn't regrown the outer shell yet. That's also why the Dread suit looked the way it did, where it was like kind of an in-between state between like Fusion and the iconic suit that we know, because it was still like there were still parts it was regrowing apparently. So apparently it's a living thing. I learned that.
That's weird. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. I don't know why they... I mean, it's their explanation for why the suit looks a little bit different and it can absorb things, I guess. It's a shorthand. I don't really mind. Like, whatever. I think the only thing that bothered me is Other M, because the way they handled it in Other M was like every time Samus was like stressed, the suit would fall out. It was just despawn because she's too stressed, and I'm like, fuck off. Why? Like, I don't mind that the suit is a thing she can spawn. What bothers me is making her like, oh no, she's a wombs and she's feel bad, so suit could fall off.
So
like,
now she naked.
So now she naked. Like, no. Shut the fuck up. Although, I feel like I still think that's a thing they retroactively decided on, because when you play Zero Mission, in Zero Mission after killing Mother Brain, like Samus escapes, and then she takes off the suit, and like the way she takes off the suit, you just see like a flash of light, and then she's outside the suit. But it's a GBA game. I always assumed it was a shorthand, a visual shorthand, because they couldn't show the whole thing. It would have required a lot of like sprites to draw and stuff. But then the ship crashes. Her ship crashes because she gets shut down. And then she's like, well, shit, I took off my suit and now I don't have a suit anymore. And she has to find a new suit. I'm like, well, how does that work with the whole, like, the suit is alive thing now? That don't make sense. Unless you're gonna tell me only the second one she found was like that. Like, what are you talking about? I think this whole thing is nonsense. But yeah, the reason I'm bringing this up is because it's gonna. They made a very tiny change to the ending of this game that reflects this new lore. I'll point it out when it happens. Which probably not tonight. I think it'll be... Well, I don't know. We'll see. I guess if I am very fast, I could maybe finish tonight. I don't think so. But... I feel like we... I feel like there's too much left to do.
It depends on how much distraction you get from us shooting the shit while we're playing the game. While you're playing the game, sorry. I'm doing that streamer thing where it's just like,
no, you say,
I'm playing the game with the person,
who's
actually playing the game. I'm doing it too.
That's fine. You can say we're playing the game. There is like, okay, so I don't know if that's doable, but if I go this way, there's like a really long phase-on shaft. And there's a key at the end. You're not supposed to go there yet, but I wonder if speedrunners go in the shaft anyway to save time. You're supposed to go back here later. Oh, Samus, I love your beautiful eyes.
I wish that they would do the thing that's true in like Smash Brothers, where like where Zero Suit Samus is like actually stronger.
I mean,
like,
I don't think that was intended. It just sort of turned out that way.
I think that that's pretty good though.
It is. No, don't get me wrong. Like she's not meant to be stronger. It just turns out her moveset is top tier.
Look, it's the Phazon, all right? She's basically She-Hulk now.
I don't think it's the Phazon. I think she's just really good at jumping.
I mean, well, yeah, like Hulk characters are really good at jumping too. It's because they're
but she has like that B down quick jump that's like, it's basically the reason why I love playing as her. Oh, this is not a save room. This is a missile recharge.
Oh.
I think there's like 2 in the entire game. It's
weird. It's weird that you get like the whole fanfare for it.
Yeah, they use the fanfare for the map as well, when you get the map. I don't know.
But I mean, can't you always come back and get more missiles?
Yeah, and you get the fanfare.
That's silly.
What's the issue, Harriet?
I'm just thinking of like Gordon Freeman like getting a recharge for like his suit, and it's just like I don't know what his fanfare would be because I don't think he has fanfare.
See that later. Alright, there's a bunch of invisible bamboo here. You have to use the X-ray. I don't know why they're invisible. Thank you. Yeah, okay.
Why did they make those invisible, like, flyers?
Oh, look, they copied the plasma beam. And by copied, we mean they didn't. Plasma trooper, space pirate, armed with plasma beam technology, except not really. They reversed engineer your weapon, except not really. Now they're vulnerable to your most powerful weapon. Oh no. Oh, this seems like a bad idea. They work really quick, yeah. That one gets me because it's like, I just got this. What are you talking about? I found this above, although to be fair, I don't know if that structure we played with was a space pirate structure or Trozo. It didn't really look like a Chozo structure. So maybe they had found the beam before me.
Well, how often does Samus like find brand new weapons, like as opposed to reobtaining weapons that she has had before?
Well, the plasma beam was in previous games. Actually, all the beams you get in this game are in the previous games, but like this game kind of reinterprets what those beams do. Because like in the previous games, they were like upgrades. Like they would all stack. Whereas in this game, they decided to make them like different settings, which I think is a fun idea. Where am I going? There's no platform here. Yeah, that's interesting. Security. Okay, well that opened that, but that doesn't help me. I don't know how to get past. Oh wait, hold. No, that's not a platform. Never mind. I thought that was like a ledge, but no. Oh, there's a grapple beam. Okay, I'm blind.
No, you're
No,
Pauline.
you're not blind. You're Pauline. I'm up to your tricks, Harriet.
I can tell you've missed me.
Oh yeah. Ah, God, Harriet. You have no idea. No.
Oh.
I'm not gonna talk shit about my family on the air, but boy, I only have so much bandwidth for like family stuff. There's a point where I'm like, I just want to go home. I want to see my cats.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
I can't deal with this. Orleans was fun though, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah, Orleans is a fun city because literally everything in the city is like Jeanne d'Arc centric. Jeanne d'Arc is fucking everywhere in that city.
I was wondering about that honestly because like that's one of the few things that I know about Orleans.
Yeah.
So like.
No, yeah, Jeanne d'Arc is everywhere. They love Jeanne d'Arc. It's like, I mean, a lot of it like the big reason is just like tourism, but
Yeah,
it's just you see Jeanne d'Arc everywhere. She has a big statue with like. I made a video. I should post the video to the Discord, but the statue has like on the base of the statue. There's like fresks of her entire history with like when she was just a peasant and then she went to the king to ask him to lead his army and then fighting the English and then being captured and then being put to death on fire.
yeah.
I also learned that every year they have Jeanne d'Arc reenactments. You know how
Oh boy.
you know how in the South they do Civil War reenactments? They do Jeanne d'Arc campaign reenactments in Orleans. I did not know that.
You know what? Like Civil War reenactments is pretty good, but like what I was thinking was like more character driven. So the American equivalent I thought of were passion plays, where people reenact like the Passion of the Christ.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like you know that whole thing where he gets captured and like put to death, but like the thing is like sometimes they put their own spin on it where they like use modern characters and put them in the place of characters in the Passion of the Christ.
I don't think they burn her. No, but they do pick a girl to play as Jeanne d'Arc from like a young girl from like high schools and stuff. The one thing I didn't like is that apparently there's a requirement that the girl has to be Christian. I think that's stupid. Yes, she was Christian, because everyone was Christian back then. Obviously.
I mean, wasn't
was
the whole
France.
thing that the whole thing that she like spoke to the Archangel Michael?
Yes. But I still think that's dumb. I think we're in modern times. I think Jeanne d'Arc can be played by any girl. She doesn't have to be Christian. Whatever.
Actually, now that I think about it, isn't the Archangel Michael, isn't that also a character in Islam?
It's an archangel. Like a lot of like the all three of the big monotheist religions like share a lot of like
yeah, because it's the God of Abraham.
Yeah,
they're Abrahamic religions.
Like they're an Abrahamic religion. So like even though the Quran is not the same as the Bible, they have like some shared history stuff. So
yeah,
it's like the archangels are gonna be in there. Anyway, I should probably read this shit. As we continue to observe the development of Project Helix's elite pirates, it becomes increasingly obvious that these new warriors will usher in a new era of space pirate dominance. They're big and they can smash. They're incredibly resistant to damage. Their ability to transport and wield so many weapons at once makes them the ideal mainstay of our ground forces. Also, they're great at carrying, you know, containers, better than forklifts. They're not as quick as typical pirates. It makes little difference. With a platoon of elite pirates in the vanguard of an army of normal and flying pirates. I like how they say flying pirates, like it's a type of pirates and not just a guy with a jetpack. We have an near indestructible backbone that should turn the tide in any engagement. Who are you gonna fight?
I know that we've talked about how, like, the space pirates don't do real piracy.
Yeah.
But, like, when you said a new era of, like, space pirate dominance, that made me think of, like, the crime-pocalypse movies from, like, the late 80s and 90s, where they're just like, oh, there's just gonna be so much crime! Crime is gonna be... It's gonna destroy society. Just too much crime.
Ryan's right. They bio-reverse engineered the war elephant. They're gonna step on Rome now. Fuck you, whichever emperor was emperor at the time. Alexander? I don't know.
Alexander of Rome? What?
Wasn't there an Alexander?
No, that's the Macedonian Alexander. Oh. Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great. Wasn't Roman? Oh.
No, he was Macedonian. Well, and then he conquered Greece, and so like he expanded like the realm of Greek culture all the way to India, basically.
I mean, Greece is adjacent to Rome. Excuse me.
That's really only confused. Like when the Romans just started stealing Greek culture, and by stealing, I mean that they literally pilfered them for like statues and artifacts and their architecture.
Well, that's fun. Here's like we had a lot of phazon doors, but for some reason they really had to put a thing that makes sure you really have, what did I say? Phazon door? Plasma doors. They put a thing that makes extra sure you have the plasma beam. There's a tube that's like frozen here, and you have to use the plasma beam to heat it up so that this thing opens. I guess also maybe it's just to be cool because we're about to enter a boss room. Makes for a cool entrance. Can I scan this from here? No. What could this boss be?
I still can't get over how it can see an object but not scan it.
Well, it has to be close enough. The Omega Pirates! The most powerful of the elite pirate forces. The Omega Pirate can become invisible. Somehow. It is vulnerable when cloaked, as all energy is drawn from defense systems. By exposing... That seems like a problem. By exposing itself to phazon, it can regenerate damaged tissue and organs. I just realized it's like the Defiant. I don't think the Defiant can have its shield up when it's cloaked, because that would you would, that would be detectable? I don't actually remember. The Defiant is a ship in Star Trek. Considered the pinnacle of the elite pirate program, this enemy should be handled with extreme caution and maximum firepower. You know, assuming it escapes from its tube, but it's in there, so we don't have to worry about it.
So, like, they treat these guys like tyrants, but are they like, are they mindless at this point, or
I don't know.
are they just dudes who just get real big and then they just like hang out?
Okay, here, hold up. The tyrants aren't completely mindless. They know how to follow orders. So the does me not work on that. Oh, it does. So you see, there's like phase-on things on its limbs. You have to destroy that.
Yeah, nodules. Or like...
It does not decrease its health bar. You see, its health bar is still up, because...
Right.
This is, like, the first thing you do, but, then there's gonna be more. And whenever it puts its hand up, it, like, absorbs your stuff. Can I destroy the cannon on its back? I think I can. I just can't aim at them, which is annoying.
I remember the last guy who worked like this, like, you defeat him. I don't know if you, like, you asked if you could shoot the cannon, but, like, it didn't seem to, like, register as causing damage when you shot the cannon. But when you killed him, like, the cannon exploded and then he died.
Yeah. So now it is invisible. Where the fuck is it? These guys are here. Oh, there it is.
Oh!
Yeah, and now it can take damage. But while it's being invisible, it's like stepping in the phase-on pools to regenerate. And then once it's fully regenerated, I'm kind of just ignoring these fucking guys. Because, like, why would I care? Okay, well, it's regenerated now. I guess I'm gonna have to kill these guys.
I hope they don't come back.
They do every time you, like, deplete that guy's, ball sacks. I'm not changing that comment. Like, it's what? I don't know why I said that. It's not. I'm gonna edit my comments. Come on, fucking die. Thank you. Stop trying to absorb my missiles. Did he kill the other one? Okay, well that's fine. Stop absorbing my shit. I really want to destroy the cannons to see what that does. I mean, I guess it destroys the cannon and then it can't use the cannons anymore. I don't think that's like a mystery what it does. But yeah, that's kind of, we've seen the whole fight. Like, I'm just doing that again. It's like, I've said this several times, but the boss fights in Prime 1 are kind of simple, really, and like, what you have to do and like the amount of moves they have. The boss fights in Prime 2 are like so much more extra, so much more elaborate. That's like a big reason why I want Prime 2 to be remastered. Is like, I really think Prime 2 is like way better. Mainly, a big thing is just the boss fights are so much bigger, so much more. There's just so much more to the boss fights in Prime 2. Alright, so I don't think it actually appears for a bit, so I have some time to, like, deal with these guys. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Can I use... Oh yeah, I can totally do that. Look at the health bar go down.
Ugh.
That wasn't that effective, but that was fun. Take that! Bah! It got enough time to like regenerate a lot. Should have used a different thing. Oh well, whatever. You can kill this guy super quick if you do it right. I don't know if you can one cycle it, but I think speedrunners might be able to one cycle it. But you have to like react to it like appearing as soon as it appears. You have to like shoot it with a super missile, and it'll force it to like it'll do a huge amount of damage and force it to change position. And if you do it early enough, it won't even like get regenerated anything. That's how you one cycle it.
Ugh.
Come on. There we go. And those cannons have a lot of health. Oh no, ice boys. Wow, a whole bunch of ice boys. It's fucking dead. I wonder if the ice beam would work well.
You gotta look for the boy now. There he is.
Oh, one more. Am I gonna have time? There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh.
Ow, ow. Slump. Oh no. Oh, it's gooing all over me.
Now Samus knows how it feels.
Ugh. Oh, damn.
Oh man, I'm Venom.
Black is the new orange. You got the phase-on suit. I'm sure this is completely fine. Your suit has been infused with pure phase-on. This corruption prevents damage from phase-on radiation
At the highest levels.
Sorry?
At the highest levels.
Yeah, I like how it's... I don't know how that works. Like, I'm gonna put... I'm gonna coat myself in radium, and now radium can't affect me anymore. What?
That's true.
I don't think that's how it works, Mary. I think you're still gonna die. Anyway, I'm backtracking a bit because there's a couple things in the phase-on in previous rooms we gotta collect. Don't jump, don't bite me. No bitey. No. No biting me. Please, none of that. Also, is it me or is it a lot darker now?
Yeah, I was pondering that.
The Omega Pirate was powering the lights. It says Metroid Quarantine B. I think Fungal Hole B has a thing. Oh, great. These guys exist now. Alright, so Metroids haven't been really a problem until now, because this guy exists now. This is the Fission Metroid. It's a Metroid with the ability to split into two forms. The Fission Metroid is a mutant capable of splitting in two. Now there's two of them. It's getting out of hand. This split endows the new creatures with invulnerability to most weaponry. This effect is unstable, resulting in weakness to a type of weapon fire. The vulnerability appears to be random, due to the chaotic nature of phase-on mutation. So basically, the deal with this guy is you deal a bunch of damage to it, and then it splits in two. And now, it has, like, each is gonna be a random color. So, like, you know, use Wave Beam on the purple one, and then yellow one is no. Leave me alone, please.
Oh no. Rude.
You know, yellow is gonna be Power Beam. If it's white, you use oh right. I just remembered. There's a Bombu here. That's why I was taking damage from something random. White is Ice Beam. Red is Plasma Beam. It's random. You have to switch beams. It's a pain. It's just annoying. Right, quarantine. This is the next room. In the original, their colors are much harder to determine because they were paler. I don't remember having trouble with that, but I mean, I guess if you were colorblind, that might be a bigger issue.
Oh, speaking of color blindness, I watched those videos about because I saw the Megalag video about like the honey scam. That made me whoa.
You watched the one about the glasses
I looked
scam?
up their other ones. Yeah, and Chroma. Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Oh. And I remember, like, way back when, like, seeing, like, some reaction stuff and it just being taken for granted that it was real.
Oh yeah, no, those things are a scam.
And then like, much later, thinking about it, and it was just like seeing colors for the first time, and I'm like, how do they know what they are, even? Like,
you know, people have described purple to them. It's the color in our space or something.
Well, there's like a video of like a blind guy like describing how he understands colors as people like describe them to him, and how it's like so like nonsensical to him, because he's like, okay, so like orange, like oranges are orange, like the fruit's orange, but also the sky is orange when like it's sunset or sunrise, like for some reason, but usually the sky is blue, but also water is blue, but also water doesn't have color. He's like, that doesn't make any sense.
Water isn't actually blue, it's just that the sky reflects off, water reflects off the sky when it's like a big body of water on the ground, but water is not blue. If water is blue, don't drink that.
Yeah, no, that's just a pit lake, is what that is.
Too much copper in that.
Well, it's because of all the gold that Idris Elba loves.
I don't think that's anyway. The thing in the bottom of that pit is it's a Chozo artifact. It's the artifact of Newborn, the last of the 12. It's the artifact of the. I like that it's the last. Like, it's the fourth we got, but. Okay. I don't know if I missed anything, but if I have, I think I'm just gonna go back this way. Go back through the boss room now.
But yeah, the idea of seeing a color that you've never seen before, like the color out of space, where uh, I I understand like what the criticism is in saying like that's not possible. Like there's a spectrum of light, um, and even if you go beyond like the visible spectrum, it
I don't have to do
it
this. I
should
can
be
just
like
leave.
either infrared or like ultraviolet at its extreme ends, and there's no such thing as like a totally unknown color, and it's just like, well, yeah, but like if the point is that if like logically you know that's the case, but if like you're confronted with proof that logic doesn't work, like it's just wrong, and that there's something like completely impossible, like how do you describe it?
I don't think the color out of space is meant to be a hard science story.
But
I don't think it's unrealistic, it's not scientifically possible, is a really compelling criticism against the color of space.
I mean, the color out of space mainly has some problems with the writing, like just the way that it's written. But
I didn't see the movie.
well, I'm not talking about the movie. I always talk about that was the problem with the movie, is that you can see the color,
Yeah.
like you have to be able to see it, and
I
it's just
mean,
like,
I give
okay,
it a pass, because, I mean, what else are they gonna do?
yeah, because it's just like, well, it's fuchsia, and it's like, well, we can't show the audience a new color. That's impossible.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, I haven't read it either.
Yeah, but then, like, also on the subject of, like, Lovecraft and colors that you'd never experienced, I also remember seeing a video, kind of, like, explaining the basic idea of, like, going crazy from,
Oh god,
like...
why are there Metroid? Why
Whoa.
are there fusion Metroids here now? Don't grab me.
Like, kind of just explaining the concept of, like, how someone, like, goes mad from, gaining mythos lore, basically, is,
Are we being pals or what? What are you
Whoa.
doing? Oh.
it's the baby. That you are the new baby.
I don't want a baby. I had a baby already. I'm good. Yeah, energy tank. More estrogen.
Estrogen. But but yeah, like the metaphor is like, if you imagine someone who isn't colorblind being put in, like, being kept in a room that's like all in black and white, and so like they just never experience like any exposure to colors at all, and it's all indoors, and they're just like in that space for like their whole existence, and then they get like, they are suddenly, like, when they're a full-ass adult, basically, they like get to look at the outside, and they see like colors, they see like trees, and they don't have any frame of reference for like understanding what any of it is, and they don't even know how to describe it. They only know that they're like actually seeing it, and it's like there, and so it's just like, how then do they try to explain that in the context of a world that's just like all interiors in black and white? And so like if they try to communicate to other people who have like the same experience of like being in a black and white indoor world, it's just like that person would sound crazy, and they would like go crazy just trying to like wrap their heads around what they had seen, and like try to explain it to other people.
Yeah, I wouldn't go crazy. I'm built different.
It's just like, man, it's a shame about all those guys who met their downfall as a result of their immense hubris, but I'm gonna defeat the gods.
I'm just built different.
I think it's a skill issue.
Yeah, no, totally. It is a skill issue. You got it. I'm gonna go up this way, because there is a thing. So, at this point of the game, we have basically explored every area and obtained every upgrade that there is to obtain for the suit. We have defeated every boss that there is to find. Basically, at this point, our objective is to find all 12 keys that open the temple. We don't really... We're kind of done exploring, kind of. Like, there's no big, new big area, basically, is what I mean. My phone's ringing. Where do I put my phone?
What?
There we go.
Will Onion eat on his own, or now that you're here, does he want you to show him where the food is?
Well, he's not going towards the food. He's going on the desk and being like, "Wah, wah, wah." What? What is it? Is it dinner time? Is it dinner time? You've been having dinner time on your own for 2 weeks, and you still need me? You still need me to tell you where the dinner is? Hey, silly! The dinner is here! There it is! Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's the return of the Onion Den. That never gets old, by the way. That's still like a very good reference.
What?
What?
I'm thirsty.
Thirsty.
Thirsty. I can see you. I see you over there.
What?
Anyway. Pirates are here. What am I doing? Gotta find the keys.
we need that key.
We need that keys. We need those keys. Oh, yes, hello. What? Are you just not hungry or something? There was food left in your bowl earlier, so I guess... Like, he just eats little quantities throughout the day. He doesn't eat a whole bunch all at once. At least he's not doing that right now. He kind of goes back and forth on that. I don't know why.
I've seen that that's like a regular habit with cats.
Like, sometimes he'll eat the entire thing, and sometimes he'll just eat slowly throughout the day.
Yeah.
I don't really know what determines that. Only that it just comes and goes in waves. No, I want to take the other passage. I like that you can destroy the little screen that's sticking out at the top for no reason. Screw that computer.
Screw this monitor in specific.
Yeah. This monitor just sucks. Get rid of it.
The others are okay.
Get rid of it. It's because there's nothing to scan in them.
It's been so long since I've engaged with advertising that I have to like remember like distant memories of like seeing TV commercials, and by TV commercials I mean commercials for TVs, like for monitors, being like, look at how clear and crisp the image is on this new monitor, and I'm like, I can't see it. Like, it's back to the color blindness issues. Like, I can't see how good it is because I'm seeing it on a monitor that you are trying to convince me is subpar. How can I tell that it looks better?
Well, because that was the problem that 3DS had. They're like, look, the 3D effect we can't show you because, like.
Because you're not looking at it on a 3D screen.
Yeah, you need a 3D screen. Here's the thing. The 3DS didn't even have the same 3D technology as, like, remember when 3D TVs were a thing? I remember that was short-lived. They realized, oh, no one gives a shit.
3D has... It's weird how long 3D has been here, and it's still a gimmick. A gimmick that, like, comes and goes in waves.
Yeah, like,
where it's just like, look, it's 3D.
Do movie theaters still release movies in 3Ds, or did they stop that stupid gimmick?
Well, I mean, theaters have stopped.
What? Die, please.
Yeah,
thank you.
Theaters have just stopped. But no, like, movie theaters still routinely do the thing where they have movies in 3D. I remember seeing Jurassic Park in 3D.
Which one?
And that the first one, like
in
Jurassic
3D?
Park. Yeah, I saw it in 3D, and
3D wasn't a thing back then.
No, not back then. This was like re-released in like the 2010s or some shit like that.
They re-released it in 3D.
Yeah,
that's stupid.
In 3D.
Why?
And I remember watching it and being like, "Wow, I wish I could be watching Jurassic Park normally because this movie still looks really good. The 3D doesn't help."
No, and I mean, like, there are ways to shoot a movie for 3D that looks decent, but you have to shoot it for 3D with a special camera.
Yeah.
There's like a conversion you can do for like regular movies to make them 3D,
Right.
but it never looks as good. Never. It's like on an old movie, it's like, well, it's not gonna look great.
And plus, in terms of like cinematography, you still need to shoot for 3D. Like you have to like have the effect in mind.
Hi,
when you're
bitch.
shooting.
It's the Phazon Elite Pirate Alpha? They're not saying Alpha, they're just saying...
it's Phazon Elite Pirate. That's what it said.
It's weird. This one's supposed to be the Alpha. Like, it says Alpha when you examine it before breaking the thing. Like, it works exactly the same as the other ones, the other normal ones. It's just slightly faster. Why am I taking damage? I jumped over that.
Also, I thought that we were into Phazon now.
We're not immune to Phazon. Phazon radiation affects us less. This is a shockwave variant. This is completely different.
It's a Phazon shockwave, goddammit.
Well, the physics of the shockwave is what is causing the damage, not the Phazon. Not the Phazon radiation. Anyway, we did that because this guy had a key. Why did he have a key? It's the artifact of warrior. Hey, how did the Chozo put a key in the space pirate? How did that happen? I mean, I guess the space pirate found it and then put it in him because, reasons. I don't know. I do not have the answers you're looking for. There is a thing to find in here.
Did they put it in the space pirate, or did the space pirates like create a mechanism for like storing the key and then being like, okay, they have to, in order for the key to like to appear here, like they have to kill this guy in specific, and they're like, why? And it's just like, what do you mean why?
I mean, I don't really. That doesn't really bother me because like it's a video game. It has to spawn the item somehow. Come on. But why was it in the guy? It's just odd. Maybe they thought it was a power source. Maybe the guy just swallowed it.
It kind of reminds me of the video game convention of like, oh no, the guards have like the guards have noticed you, so like they have the doors locked, and now you got to fight the guards, and then you kill all the guards, and then apparently whoever's running the gate is just like, okay, you killed all the guys, so the doors are open now.
Look, it's a
You
video
can go
game.
in.
It's a video game. You gotta open the doors when everyone's dead.
I remember like one time in like the original Fable where that wasn't the case, where like I think the idea in part was because they really wanted you to use stealth for some reason. Like stealth is a thing that you can do like for the whole game as far as I know, but like
Why would you?
this is one where they're just like, hey, did you know you can use stealth? So like there's like a bunch of guards, and like the gate is open that they're guarding, and so they Phew! And they
I don't know why they fly like this after they die.
and so like they really want you to like either sneak past the guards or like take them out stealthily so that they don't notice and like raise the alarm, because if they raise the alarm then they try to kill you, and like once you kill all the guards then they send more guards, and so you have to hide from them.
Bisexual
So-
beam.
Yes.
I see.
So yeah, you have to hide from them, and then eventually like sneak past them like normal
There's a thing
in order to get through the door.
There's a thing to find here to open this force field. I forget where it is. Or how to find it. Oh. Well, there it is. The force field's open. Yeah. That was easy. Let's go there via Morph Ball. Just because.
Yes.
Whee! Shaped like a friend. It's Samus.
Yes.
And we get the thing.
Oh.
A flamethrower! It's the plasma beam missile combo. Every beam has a missile combo, and this one is the flamethrower. It's I remember it being like hard to use and not all that effective, really. Well, it works well on them. The issue isn't that it doesn't do much damage. It's just that it consumes your missiles, like, extremely fast. Yeah, it has a really short range. Which is basically the one thing that makes me never use it. Because, like, I could just use a bunch of super missiles and probably do more damage in the long run. So I basically never use it. Like, I think even the lightning bisexual beam is more, like, missile efficient. And the range is better. So now I'm gonna have to remember where the hell all the other keys are. Nope, wrong one. I mean, we do have... the hints. God, yesterday when I got home, he was so happy. He was so happy. He heard me enter the building. He was at the door and was like, ah! You abandoned me!
Oh no!
Well, I mean, he wouldn't know how that works. At least I'm kind of thinking, at least I got a job before that, and so he would see me leave every day, and so he had some time to acclimate, like, being alone a little bit. Not having me around the apartment 24/7. So it wasn't such a huge shock when I just left for 2 weeks. Alright, where do I want to go here? I want to go into Life Grove. Because I'm pretty sure I forgot a thing in there. I thought I was like, oh, it's just the extra vision in there. No, it's not just the extra vision. There's a different thing in there that I forgot to grab. The ghosts weren't just there for that. Smash.
The planet where everything explodes.
I love this music. This is a good soundtrack. Please, no ghosts. Okay, good. So... let me see. Yeah, there's a thing here.
Metroid Prime Pro Skater win.
Yeah, I mean, they had Metroid Pinball. What's stopping them?
What about Metroid and the Black Knight?
Yay. I mean, that's redundant. I'm already the Black Knight.
Ugh.
Look, I have the black suit. Yeah, it's the Chozo artifact. It's the artifact of Chozo. It's the Chozo artifact, the artifact of Chozo.
That's correct.
I know it's because it's a Chozo artifact that is named the artifact of Chozo, as opposed to having a different name, that the artifact of Warrior, but it's still funny. Now I gotta exit the room the other way. Gotta go around. I'm glad the ghosts in this... don't, never mind. I was like, I'm glad the ghosts in this room don't respawn. Never mind, I guess the trigger is right there. I don't know why they put the trigger here, but... whatever, I don't have to stand for this shit.
I get the impression that you hit the trigger, like, in midair,
Yeah.
and then, like, it... but since, you know, they obviously don't want you to just, like, plummet, like, I feel like they, like, set you back on the platform that you jumped from.
Oh yeah, they like snap you to the platform. I don't actually have to fight these ghosts. I had to the first time because they would, like, killing them would make the exit break. Like, if you remember, there was like that bird statue and like the statue would explode when the ghost died. But like that statue stays exploded. You don't have to fight the ghosts again. So where am I going here? Chozo Ruins. That's probably... I don't think I need to go in the Great Tree Chamber. I don't even remember what's in there. Let's go this way. So I think there's at least one in Pendrana. Actually, there's more than one. So here, where would we want to go? Well, probably there, because I haven't been in that room. Yeah. Right, there's also that statue that grabs you. There's a setting. It has like 3 settings, and one of them is plasma beam. Of course. Yeah, ghosts are gone. Oh, it's just moving the statue this time. Don't even have to grab me. Okay. That's cool, because that means I don't have to fight the ghosts. Oh, and there's another one.
It's like... the Chozo runes are like, well done, you have defeated the vengeful spirits, and it's just like, yeah, sure, I did that.
Artifact of World. Hey, I did do that, like, one time.
Also, nice item collection percent.
What?
Nice item collection percent.
Oh yeah, 69. Oops, no, I didn't mean to do that. Go back. What? Alright, there we go. Now we're leaving. Bye-bye. Yeah, ghosts. Yeah.
Ghosts!
This is a good soundtrack, but I gotta say that one track that plays when the ghosts show up, don't care for it.
I think that's mainly just because of the ghosts.
It's also because it just plays so much. And it's, I don't know, it's like a really, like, intense, like, panic music. And it's like, I don't know. I'm good. It's the kind of track that you shouldn't play that often, just like when shit is hitting the fan.
But shit is always hitting the fan, because ghosts!
Not really.
Ghosts!
So I've been in the dynamo, but did I grab the thing that was at the top? Because it is entirely possible I went in that room before I could get the thing at the top. So we're gonna check the dynamo again, just to be sure, because you never know. That's one thing that I wish they had done, or at least maybe changed for the remaster, is like maybe if there's a room with an item in it, give me an indication. Because like previous Metroids did that. Super Metroid would leave a dot in a room that has an item in it, or like a thing of interest, which did mean that not all the dots were like items. It was a little bit inconsistent. Also, like it would put a dot on a room with an item, whether or not you collected it. So you couldn't tell if you collected it or not. Metroid Fusion is the one that started... Yeah, there you go. Metroid Fusion started doing a thing where it would put a circle on the map if there's an item there, and then that circle would change into a dot once you collect it. I wish Metroid Prime had a similar thing, because you can't really tell if you missed an item in a room. So if you're at like 98% item completion and you're like, oh fuck, where are the 2 last items? They could be anywhere. You could look up a guide, but then are you gonna remember from the game fact descriptions which one you grabbed and which one you haven't grabbed? You're probably gonna have to go through the entire map, just checking every location. Ah, the good old Steam corridor. We love the Steam corridor. Hi, ghosts. Wait. I just remembered another item that I missed. Ah! Go back. Sorry, I gotta go back. I forgot. So these mushrooms, in the original, they would leave poison gas. And if you, like, stepped in the gas, it would hurt for a bit. You had to wait a second, or... You had to wait, like, 3 seconds for the gas to dissipate after you destroy them. They literally just removed that in the remaster, because apparently they... Like, playtesters told them that was annoying. So the mushrooms don't really do anything. Yes, I know, return artifacts, or... I'll just... whatever. I know where the impact crater is, thank you. Okay, yeah, there's actually something in the water here that I just completely forgot. It's a missile. Great.
Hey.
More missiles. Fire all of them. Fire all the missiles.
This is the true trans girl experience.
Mm-hmm. Making...
Is getting all the estrogen tanks.
I thought you were going to say
getting
making...
the missile expansions.
Making references to Flash videos from 2004 or something.
I mean, that's also true.
I don't know when that Flash video is from. Oh, hi, ghosts. How you doing, ghosts? Bye, ghosts. So now we're going... Yeah, we're continuing this way.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. It's that mini-boss. Oh, come on. Attack me. There, it's dead. Actually, yeah, there's one here, isn't there? This tree seems to be weakened due to cellular decomposition. Whatever that is. It can deflect missiles, though. There you go. How do I climb in there? Gotta jump from up here, I guess. There we go. There's still one more.
Oh.
I can hear it.
Is it in the bridge?
I don't know.
What's that scan point in the bridge? The little thing.
Oh, it's here.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Wow, I just missed that. I just forgot that existed. Come on, Tony Hawk. Wait. Are you really the Tony Hawk? What's he doing these days? That's not.
I still love that story about someone asking if he was Tony Hawk, and he said yes, and they were like, "Why?"
Why? Why are you Tony Hawk? Oh, hi, ghosts. How you doing? Man, imagine if you fought the ghosts every single time. Just why? See, I don't even actually care that the ghosts respawn. It's the music that really bothers me. It plays every single time.
Ghosts!
Alright, so we went at the top of the tower, but there is something beneath. Well, you gotta have the gravity suit to get through the water. And it's another artifact. Artichoke. It's the artifact of life, Gava. The 5th of 12. We are now missing 4. Wherever could they be? You know, we might actually finish tonight. We're not gonna have 100% item completion, but 74. I want at least 75. Because 75 gives you a slightly different ending. It's like a very small difference. 100% gives you an additional scene at the end, but I don't know if I really want to spend the time to get 100%. Just so we see that for another stream. I don't know.
You can show us the cutscene.
Yeah, I think I'll just look up the cutscene on YouTube. Yeah, let's go this way. I got the sniffles.
Oh, noes.
So here's the thing. When I was on vacation, I played the game on my Switch. I mean, what else was I gonna play it on? I played the game on a different save file, and I was like, I'm gonna get 100% on the save file and like just save it just before the final boss, so that when we finish this game on stream, I can switch to the 100% save file. And then I think I got at 97%, and then I was like, where the fuck are the 3 final items? Couldn't find them. I tried to follow a game fac, and unfortunately, I can't find the final. I didn't like try very hard. I didn't like really check every single location, but I was just I got shit to do. We'll just look up the scene online, I think, on YouTube.
How to see the Jeanne d'Arc plays.
What? No, I mean, I didn't see. They weren't doing them while I was there. I just learned that they exist.
I was thinking of silly, but yeah.
I saw the Cathedral of New Orleans. I entered it.
Of New Orleans?
Why did I say that? Orleans, just just a regular Orleans. Wait, I went inside the cathedral. I took a bunch of pictures. I was thinking of actually just doing a thread for all my pictures.
Ooh.
Vacation picture. Just trick people into looking at my vacation pictures.
You don't have to trick people. You can just say, "Here are my vacation pictures."
No, I have to trick people. I guess did I already get what's in there? I guess I did. Where the hell am I going? Shows the ruins. Basil Mine. Magmore Cavern. I want to go with Magmore Cavern. Pretty sure that's where I need to go. See, that's the other problem, is that now that I've done this other playthrough on my own, my memory of which item I actually collected is completely fucked. Completely messed up. Also, you know what the plasma beam can do? Can kill the gamer.
Ugh.
A gamer. Which cannot be killed by other beams. Normally you need a missile. But it works, the plasma beam works on the gamer. I feel like there's 2 gamers in the entire game. I don't know, it's funny that there's just this guy shows up like twice. Little guy. Oh, there's a room at the top of this shaft I should probably explore. Might even be an artifact in there. What? I fell. Don't laugh at my bad aiming.
I wasn't. I was laughing at just thinking about how like this planet is like so hostile, but like those little guys with the spikies, like they're not like aggressively attacking you. They're just getting in the way.
Yeah, they're not actively going after you. Yeah. Yeah. There's a big wall of leaves here. And there's a missile expansion behind. Cause the X-rays go through it.
Ugh.
And that's not an artifact, that's just a missile expansion.
Another one.
How disappointing. It's getting out of hand?
No.
Oh, going back down. Whee. I don't remember the soundtrack of 2 very well. At the same time, I'm like, do I want to re-listen to it, or do I want to like keep myself fresh for when they remaster the second game, and then I can rediscover the soundtrack that way.
Pauline is really, like, really banking on the remaster happening.
Yes! I want a remaster of 2! That's such an unreasonable demand. I'll pay $40 for it. It's overpriced. I'll still do it. I paid $40 for this one. Like, come on, Nintendo. It's money on the table. It's $40 at least on the table.
Would Retro need to actually, like, be the ones to work on it, though?
They could probably hire an outsourced studio. I don't know. Like, I'm sure they have the assets. They had the assets for this one. I don't think Retro remastered this one. I could be wrong. I want to go in that room that's literally above me. That room up there.
This isn't really a criticism. I like the heads-up display a lot. It's like... it does a good job of, like, conveying, like, the info that you want, while, like, also looking stylish, but also, like, avoiding cluttering so much of the screen that you can't see anything. I just get a kick out of the fact that there's a warning bar that just, like, fills up.
Yeah.
Because, like, warning, fire hot.
I mean, like, I could see, like, in the dev meetings being like, well, you know, considering this is a 3D game where we don't just have lava, we also have, like, poisonous gases and, like, plants and phazon. So, like, how does the player know if something is dangerous to approach? We're gonna have a meter. I think that makes sense. I think it makes sense to do that. It's immersive, too. I like that the plasma beam works on this guy. Like, oh, I lived in lava, but that was really hot. That was too hot for me. You'd think it shouldn't work.
Free steamy 5 me.
Alright, we're gonna go this way, because now we gotta go Fandrina Drifts. Actually, you know, before we do that, let me check artifacts, lore. Okay, Elder, a tower in Fandrina. I know where that is. Sun Chamber, high atop our ruined home. Oh. That's in the Chuza ruins. I thought I went into the Sun Chamber.
Immerse yourself in onion.
Talent of a World. Which one is Sun Chamber? Oh, wait, I have to go back here, don't I? Sun Chamber was the boss room. Right. We'll do it on the way back, whatever. Should read the other ones too. Oh, I don't have the entry for this one. I don't know why. Vendrena's Edge. Seek the unseen entrance at the top. Okay. I thought I read all the entries for those, but oh, maybe there's some that only appear if you bring back a number of keys. I think that's it. Some of them don't show up right away. I guess because they don't want to spoil later areas, maybe. So they're like, well, you only get those if you bring back a number of keys, because then you're probably gonna have seen most of the areas by that point. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I know where that one with the question marks is. I think it's also in Fendrana.
What? Toasty.
Sam mistakes a hot bath. Hi guys, I'm just passing through. Let's go to Fendrana. Wait, did I pick the right elevator? I think so. Yes, okay.
She's always alert when she's in the elevator.
She's observing everything, because she's got the mental conditions.
What?
She's got the neurodivergence.
You could also say that she gets motion sick if she doesn't like observe as she's
I don't think she gets motion sick. Have you seen how much she rolls as a ball?
I mean, she's used to it.
Well, then she doesn't get motion sick. Right, so Fendrana's Edge is over there. That would be the little bit that's sticking out. That would be where the artifact is. I think there's also a number. There's an item here, I'm pretty sure. That would be the first door down. Not the bottom one, just the one, this one. Ow. Could someone with motion sickness do this? Hi guys. Why you insist on bothering me? You're just gonna die. Right, so the way you get this one is there's a thing here. I probably could have gotten it the first time, I just forgot about this. Chunk. You gotta make a hole in the ice and then go under the ice. And then what? Wait, I'm confused. Oh, there it is.
Tile.
Come on. There we go. I did it.
Yeah.
I got the thing. Now what? There we go this way. This way. We go in the tube. The ice tube. With the glass walls. I don't know why we put a glass tube in the ice. Seems unnecessary.
You know, I got the impression from the first level that, like, the space pirates here were just, like, overwhelmed by forces that they were, like, not prepared to deal with because they're space pirates. But, like, there's tons of the dudes down here on the planet.
Oh no, see, you're thinking of Metroid Prime 2. It is hilarious how unprepared for the planet, the Metroid Prime 2 planet they are. Like, the space pirate presence in Metroid Prime 2 is they have one base, just a tiny little base, and you see them show up and they get their ass kicked by the thing that is being a problem on the planet. It's kind of hilarious. Like, the space pirates in Metroid Prime 2 do not matter. They are basically not there. Drones reporting for mine duty. Must check in and control tower. Phase on vein Omicron has the highest yield per cubic meter.
Oh no!
I don't like that. Look, Omicron is a word that does not belong to any French asshole. Wait, that wasn't... That was a power bomb. That was not... That was not an artifact. I did not actually get an artifact from this, even though this is Phandrana's Edge, so it should be here. What the hell? Yes, baby, are you here?
Ugh.
Oh, I fell again.
Little baby man.
Onion, you're in front of the screen. I can't really see. What are you doing? Are you, like... Yes, I love you too. He just gave me... He just, like, he walked in front of me and just gave me a little, like, head bump. Yes? What is it? Oh, do you want to sit down on my lap? Is that what you're... Is that what you want right now? Is that what you're asking? Oh, it sure is. It sure is. I lie down my legs and he's like, oh, yes. Yes, thank you, mommy. I will do this. He is here now. And the camera will never turn this way, probably. There we go.
It's his spine.
It sure is. Oh boy. He sits on the legs. He's here. He's here. He's here. I'm trying to pay attention while this cat is sitting on me. Okay. So, what the hell is up with that? With the fact that I didn't get anything. Oh, well, there's my problem. This is not a real wall. Fuck this wall. Way. Are you leaving already? Make up your mind. We got the artifact of spirit. The 11th of 12. That artifact is a horse.
What?
Spirit, the horse.
The horse.
Isn't Spirit the name of a movie about a horse? Named Spirit.
Maybe. I'm just thinking of The Spirit, which is a movie that's not worth remembering, if I'm honest.
I don't know what it is.
It is an inexplicably bad comic book movie.
And what a horse it is. I'm too busy playing video games to click that.
Oh yeah, that's a horse.
Yeah. Is that an animated horse? Isn't that a Disney movie or
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks? Oh, that makes more sense actually. It's probably a little too pandering to be Disney of the time. Never mind. You know what? I don't know what I'm talking about. Look, there was a time when Disney animated movies had a certain level of quality, standard of quality, and I feel like Spirit wasn't really there.
When you say he's snarky but he's got a heart of gold, that just put me into like character archetype mode, and so it made me think of a horse who's a loose cannon who doesn't play by the rules but gets results.
Yeah, he finishes the race first. But he does have to take drugs to do it.
Turn in your horse badge.
Your heart. Oh, that's a bad word, I said. Goodbye, Onion. I'm here now. Okay, so I want to go here in the Chozo Ice Temple. I'm pretty sure. Actually, no. Wait. No. I want to go to the control tower. That's. Both of these places have a thing, but the control tower is closer right now, so we'll go to the control tower first. Oh boy, hi guys. Rawr.
It's weird how much the character. I don't even know if it's necessarily the character archetype so much as like that scene, you know, where the chief and the hero cop, I suppose, like they're like chewing each other out.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, the mayor's on my ass. And it's like I just have like that fixation of like that moment in my mind when really, if that scene is like played straight, it's like propaganda. It's like fascist propaganda.
I mean,
being like, oh, sometimes a cop has to like be harder than the law is ready for. You know, like cops just know what justice is.
I mean, most
and
cop
the law's
movies
not ready for it.
Most cop movies end up being propaganda just because the idea of a police officer actually being helpful in solving crimes and preventing crimes and making the community better is inherently suspect, considering their role is just to protect the interests of the rich.
Yes.
And there doesn't actually exist a social a job that is about like being helpful to the community in a like social way.
Well, I mean, social workers.
Yes, but
they're
they don't
underpaid.
roam the street to make sure people don't get hurt.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You kind of need, like, I'm anti-cop, but you do kind of need like people to walk around the street and like make sure there's not like people assaulting each other or whatever. Or like even if it's just, oh, I'm lost, I need help. Please help. Like, who's supposed to do that? Or like someone is injured and needs first aid. Who are you gonna call? The cops? No.
Ghostbusters.
But you wish the cops could do something about it. Die, please. Am I going the right? Yes, I am going the right way.
One thing that, like, propaganda enthusiasts, like, refuse to engage with is, like, the reasons why, like, you know, we say that, power corrupts, and it's like, it's more of, like, it's more of a thing where, like, power enables people to, like, indulge in vices, you know, where if they didn't have power, they wouldn't be allowed to do that. And so, like, giving cops, like, unthinking respect and, like, social power and physical power in the form of, like, armaments.
I mean, I don't think they should have guns, period.
Like that, like that allows them to get up to all sorts of shit. And they don't really, like, take that seriously. They just think, well, like, whatever the cops are doing is good by default because they're good. They're the good guys. Cops are the good guys, and they don't seriously think about the fact that they're not.
Hey, hey, look. There's a large fuel cell attached to the base of this tower. Why? Why would there be a fuel cell on this?
Fuel the tower. Well, now the tower doesn't have fuel. And now because the tower doesn't have fuel, it's gonna fall over.
I think I just broke it. Also, doing that, like, made a hole in the floor below. What? Come on. No, Samus, please.
Huh? What?
It's just the camera changing perspective that's messing me up. And there's an artifact here. How the hell did the scriptures know about this? It's the artifact of Elder.
Pauline.
I don't think that makes sense. Anyway,
every time I think of, like, characters where, like, everything is explained because they can see the future, I just think of, like, Red Letter Media talking about how Palpatine in, like, the prequels just fucking knows absolutely everything and is, like, way overpowered.
Yeah,
and so
Palpatine.
He's just able to foresee, like, the precise sequence of events that leads to him creating the Empire and, like, turning Darth Vader to the dark side.
Nerf and Palpatine, so, Disney, he's way too OP.
and so then I remember the point where, like, oh fuck, what's the character's name? Plinkett, yeah, Plinkett. Where where Plinkett starts saying a thing, and, like, as he's doing it, we see, like, the scene in, like, Return of the Jedi in the throne room where, like, Palpatine is, like, blasting Luke with, like, the Force lightning and, like, Darth Vader's standing there. And so Plinkett's like, But wait, if that were the case, oh fuck it. Like he just cuts it off before he gets to the punchline because he can infer what he's talking about.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? The prequels are inherently just silly because they're all about setting up a movie series in a way that did not need to be set up. Like, the very first Star Wars movie already tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
You do not need to set it up. It's literally just like, it's fan service, basically, but it was poorly made fan service. I just really don't like the whole thing of taking things that fans have decided are iconic about the Star Wars trilogy, but within the narrative aren't like anything special. For example, Obi-Wan Kenobi wearing a robe with a hood. He's just doing that because he's in the desert. He's just an old man who lives alone, and that's just what you wear when you want to stay, like, you know, isolated and you live alone. It's not a fucking uniform. But no,
like,
it's the iconic thing that Obi-Wan Kenobi wore, so now it's the fucking uniform of all the Jedi.
Now that you mention it, I just realized that, like, in the prequels, Yoda is wearing, like, a similar fucking outfit. Even though, like, in the movies we saw, like, Yoda was basically wearing burlap or some shit.
Speaking of Yoda, why the fuck is he the leader of the Jedi? Okay, the whole point.
Oh no,
of
Yoda... no, Pauline, he's not the leader. That's Mace Windu.
Oh fuck, whatever. When you see Yoda in that scene, he's like positioned as the leader, whatever. He's just like, oh look, it's Yoda. Here I am, I'm Yoda. Like, here's the thing about Yoda in The Empire Strikes Back. Luke Skywalker has preconceived idea about what the Force is. He's imagining the Force as like this powerful thing that you can use to just do great things. And he's imagining Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader and the Emperor. He's like, well, did the Emperor show up in Empire Strikes Back?
As a hologram.
Oh yeah, he does. Okay. Yeah, but like Darth Vader is like the big representative of what the Force can do. And so Luke Skywalker has all these preconceived ideas, and he goes to what is it, Dagobah? Dagobah. Yes. And he finds this pathetic little creature who looks...
A Muppet. He finds a Muppet.
He finds a Muppet, yeah. It's like, the idea being that the Force has the potential to be in everything, in everyone. Even this tiny little creature that looks pathetic. That's the whole point of Yoda. The Yoda wasn't supposed to be the fucking leader of the Jedi. That's just stupid.
Who like flips around with his tiny baby lightsaber.
Oh, that pisses me off though. Those movies piss me off so much. And what pisses me off the most is that now, even though people are kind of like generally aware these movies are bad, I feel like a lot of people have forgotten why they're bad. They've forgotten that, yeah, no, the original trilogy didn't have this idea of Yoda being like a great leader or whatever. Wait, did I? Oh, I already did this. Wait.
Yeah, like when Luke was like looking for Yoda by name, he said that he was looking for a great warrior, and Yoda, yeah, like, oh, I remember Yoda's like impish reply when he hears that Luke's looking for a great warrior. He says, "War not make one great."
Obi-Wan is the one telling him about Yoda being a great warrior.
No, he just called him a Jedi Master.
Oh yeah.
I think Luke just assumed that he was a
Yeah,
great
there
warrior.
you go. So there you go. That's Luke making assumptions about what the Force does. Like, Empire Strikes Back is a great movie. Amazing movie. And another thing. You know what pisses me off about people who talk about Star Wars? The Return of the Jedi isn't bad because there's Ewoks in it. Shut the fuck up about the Ewoks. The Ewoks
I like
are
the
fine.
Ewoks.
The Ewoks are fine. I don't understand. Like, yeah, they're kind of merchandising, whatever. They're fine. It's Vietnam. It's fucking Vietnam. They're reenacting Vietnam. They're like the Viet Cong fighting the Empire with guerrilla tactics. Like, yeah, their technology is inferior, but that's the whole thing. They are defeating the Empire with lesser technology, like the Viet Cong did. It's not inconsistent. It makes sense. I don't like when people are, oh, the Ewok are so dumb. Why can they defeat this great empire with their sticks? It's the Viet Cong! Learn some fucking history. Also, that's not the thing that makes Return of the Jedi kind of bad. The thing that makes Return of the Jedi kind of bad is I don't like how they treated Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, there's a thing here. I should probably get that. Yeah.
I was thinking of when people were talking about by people I mean Jenny Nicholson. Jenny Nicholson was talking about what really didn't work in Rise of Skywalker.
Everything.
Like one of the things was like Finn finding out he's force sensitive or being revealed to be force sensitive, and he doesn't really do anything except like sense when things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
And like how unsatisfying and uninteresting that is, and that's just made me remember like, oh, that's what they did to Leia in Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah, they kind of did
where
that.
it's just like, oh yeah, she has the Force, and it only verifies a few things. One of them is that she somehow, quote unquote, always knew that Luke was her brother.
Okay, that is the thing that I don't like about that movie, the reveal that they're siblings. Like, why would you do that? Like, Return of Jedi did that. It wasn't revealed in Empire.
Yeah, no, and you see, this is the problem with taking plots that are like needlessly big or complicated, and then trying to trim them down. So here's the thing. In Return of the Jedi, it was going to be revealed that Luke had a twin sister, right?
Uh-huh.
But the twin sister was supposed to be a different character. Like a new character.
Yeah.
One that hadn't been introduced. And so, at some point, they're just like, okay, like that's just needlessly complicating things by like introducing like a new character.
Yeah.
So then it's just like, well, we'll crunch it down a bit by making Leia that same character.
I mean, that's so dumb. Like, if you have to cut a character, just cut the character.
Yeah, just
Don't just transfer their innate properties to a different character that already exists. That's dumb. Like, yeah, those are like the few things that bother me about that movie. It's like, why did you make them siblings? That's stupid. I think it bothers me more because it's like, look, we already know Leia likes Han, but there's
Han. I just want to make a joke here. This is like one of the things about Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi that tickles me is yes, Ham Solo. The fact that the way that you pronounced it is the same way that oh fuck,
Jabba the Hutt.
what was it? No. Billy D. Williams, Lando. He is the only one in the movies who refers to him as Han Solo.
That's how you say
He
it.
calls him Han, yeah, but his name is Han. He introduces himself as Han, and every character who is not Lando also says his name is Han.
Maybe Lando is French.
He's space French. He's from Space France.
You know, space French. What? I lost track of what I was about to say.
Okay, yeah. What were you gonna say about
the thing about
Han?
no? Okay, the thing about okay. So
Oh,
there's
Leia
like,
likes Han. Yeah.
between New Hope and Empire, there's like a little bit of a love triangle that gets established between Leia, Luke, and Han, and like I think that's interesting for drama. I think it's stupid to be like, oh well, they're siblings, so I guess I gotta go with Han now. I'm obligated. Who else is it going to be? Am I gonna hook up with Wedge?
It was just because she had better chemistry with him.
Yes, but that, like, it would have been more interesting in terms of drama if she was like, sorry, Luke, I like that guy better. And Luke's gotta be, oh, okay. But no, instead it's like, oh, we're siblings, I guess we can't hook up. Problem solved. That's so much less interesting.
I mean, Luke is also kind of. I mean, it's kind of a thing in like a lot of American media in specific is the idea of adding a love interest in like every story.
Yeah, that's annoying.
It's so the idea is like, okay, you know, it works for like the original Star Wars is like, you know, playing on old like space opera and like action, you know, serial film stuff, like, you know, Flash Gordon and the like. And so it's just like, okay, so like, you know, the hero, you know, has to save the princess, and so like sure, like if he's interested in the princess, that can be a thing, you know, between the two of them. But you know, mainly it's like this. It's like you know, it's like this big kind of action story in in space. By the time of like The Empire Strikes Back, Luke is kind of at a point where he has to kind of like decide the nature of the adventure that he's on. You know, where he's like learning to become a Jedi. Basically what I'm trying to say is like he ain't got time for that shit. For like trying to figure out like whether he has like any romantic interests. Like he's not that kind of hero. Are you muted?
Oh yeah, I blew my nose. Whoops. I didn't say anything.
Oh.
I literally the only thing I said after you said all that, I was like, well, you could kiss Yoda. That's all I said.
I don't know how Yoda would react.
Aroused I am.
No. That's even worse.
Where the hell are I found two of these? Where are the other two? I'm confused.
I confuse on Neko.
Well, that helps. All right, I found it. There it is. That reminds me. That reminds me. When I was on the plane yesterday, I watched Bon Cop, Bad Cop, which so many people have assured me is a top-notch movie, absolutely the best. Have you ever seen this?
No, I've not heard of it.
So the premise of Bon Cop, Bad Cop is it's a buddy cop comedy where one cop is, you know, one cop is the loose cannon who just you know, doesn't follow the rules and shit. And the other one is the one who's uptight and follows procedures to the letter and gets mad when you don't. And he's dressed in a suit and he's all very clean. And the other one is like kind of dirty and an asshole. So that's, you know,
Man,
it's one of those
now
buddy
I just
cop
want to play
comedies.
Disco Elysium again. Disco Elysium is like so good at that dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. So this is,
Okay,
you know, this is
whatever.
one of those buddy cop comedies, okay? But
Yeah.
the gimmick is that the loose cannon cop is Québécois, French Canadian, and the uptight cop is from Toronto.
What?
So they both know English and French, but there's a lot of language stuff. Like the French cop keeps swearing in French and the English cop is like, what's that mean? There's like multiple conversations about like how you swear in French, specifically in French Canadian, because the swears aren't the same with like Persian French. So that's why, like the Toronto Cup at some point says, yes, oui, je parle français. Yes, I know French. I've been in like French immersion in high school, and also I spent a year in Paris. And the other one is like, oh, that's why you sound like an asshole. So like, there's some fun language dynamic in this movie, but the best movie ever, it is not. Because first of all, it's still like a pretty basic, like other than the language gimmick, which admittedly is pretty fun when there's scenes about that. Other than that, the language gimmick, it's still a pretty like box standard buddy cop plot. Like it doesn't really do anything special aside from that. But it does a bunch of buddy cop comedy stuff that I think is trash. Like the loose cannon cop is he's such a loose cannon, he does police brutality, and that advances the plot. Like, wow, yeah, great. It's like, no. Another thing is, every single woman in that movie is either making moony eyes to one of the characters because they want to fuck them, and that's the only thing they do, or they're a victim. They're a victim of the bad guy. And that's it. That's every woman in the movie. Yay. Also, I don't know. The plot was just... I think it's because it's... The plot is like the killer is mad about a thing happening in hockey. It's about sports. Because, like, I don't know, Canada and hockey is a big thing.
Yeah.
It's about sport. Like, he's mad that some bigwigs of the hockey league is selling the teams to American. I don't fucking know. It was weird. I didn't follow what the fuck that was about.
He's selling it to Robert Culp.
I guess.
Remember, like he was Robert Culp said like, oh, we gotta get the plane to, you know, to go to Canada to seal the deal on that hockey franchise.
Like, the point is, he's like a toxic sports fans. That's the idea. I get that. I get that he's a toxic sports fans. Understanding that context, I think, like, yeah, they nailed the toxic sports fans, but I find him boring. I don't think he's very memorable.
God, you talking about the loose cannon, like doing a police brutality, just like I just keep thinking of Disco Elysium, where like the good cop bad cop dynamic is like a cop who is just trying to do his job, like the best that he can, and the bad cop is the cop who like looks at the witness and with absolute sincerity says, "But what is money?"
But to finish,
like,
sorry. To finish my review of Bonka Bad Cop, I would have to say that, you know, aside from the fact that it's, you know, the language gimmick's fun, the plot is otherwise mediocre. I don't like how women are treated. Also, I counted at least 2 homophobic jokes. So 5 out of 10. Could do better. Not the best movie ever. I had one person tell me it's better than Hot Fuzz, and like, I'm sorry, no, absolutely not.
I still have not seen Hot Fuzz, despite being told that it has like the perfect screenplay or something.
Oh my god. Here's the thing. Hot Fuzz is a movie that is surgically, precisely like designed to be perfect. Every single shot, every single scene, every single like moment is like so detailed. Every single thing you see throughout the first 3/4 of the movie is a setup to the final quarter. You could watch this movie 12 times and you would, every single time, you would see a new thing. You would perceive a new thing that has a setup and a payoff at the end. That movie is amazing. And like, not every movie has to be this. It is fine for a movie to not have this level of like detail and foreshadowing throughout the entirety of it. That's fine. But like, I'm sorry if you tell me that a movie like Bonka Bad Cop is better than Hot Fuzz. I'm sorry, but you are objectively wrong. Like, if Hot Fuzz is not your thing, I get it. It is a very British kind of humor. You know, I get it. I will point out there are no homophobic jokes that I remember in Hot Fuzz. I don't remember any. The treatment of women in Hot Fuzz is fine. There's like a couple jokes about like, there's a lady cop and there's like, there's one, like there's a comment about like they're policemen and policewomen, but like the main character who's like a very uptight is like, well, we're like police officers. We don't discriminate gender. Gender has nothing to do with it. That's what he said. Gender has nothing to do with it. We're police officers. Like there is a discussion about that I think is interesting. This is the kind of thing that Hot Fuzz does better. Hot Fuzz is amazing. You need to watch Hot Fuzz. Anyway, let's put in all these goddamn keys. And get to this freaking crater. Finally, finish this game. Finish this video game.
Needing manpower.
No, yeah,
you need people power.
People. They're like, at some point they say the police force, and he's like, well, you know, because of public relations, we prefer calling it the police service. Uh-oh. Ah! It's Ridley! Been looking out for, I've been looking for you all over, motherfucker, where you been? Ridley's like,
hey, you remember you were supposed to follow me to that one place. I wasn't there, but that was the road to progress.
He broke it. Have you been flying above the planet this whole time? Ah, he's bombarding me. It's Ridley. He's got the Ridley music. Please scan him. Hey, it's Meta Ridley! He's Meta!
Ugh.
I don't know why they called him Meta Ridley, not like Metal Ridley. Genetically enhanced Ridley metaform. Genetically enhanced. He looks metallic, but okay. Reborn and evolved through pyre technology, Meta Ridley is a fearsome enforcer. His armored hide is extremely resilient, save for the chest, which has thinner plating for some reason. The pirates have fused a number of wooden weapons to the creature, including a multi-missile system, a kinetic breath weapon, a missile bomb launcher, and an ultra-thermal flame strike projector. What the fuck would that mean?
I mean, it's a common problem with armor. Like, nobody... You see, the thing is, nobody shoots for the center mass.
He's also a very good melee combatant. I feel like there's a bunch of things in Metroid Prime that makes me think, like, there's a bunch of lore that hasn't been established clearly yet, and also they didn't like get like a really like full compendium, because Ridley is supposed to be the leader of the space pirates in the lore, but in here they're making it sound like he's just like some dragon they have in their back pocket. Which I could totally see them thinking that if like your only understanding of like your only like basis, your only knowledge is like the games that came before, which should be Super Metroid basically. Because like it's not like Super Metroid really tells you much about Ridley.
Also, it is 9:29.
It's 9:29.
Man, we haven't talked about this hour in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I missed Harriet.
I miss Pauline.
Oh, you stomp.
Oh, the Stompner.
You claw.
That claw was so intense we had to put our hand up.
Well, he did claw me. Oh, he had his mouth in front, so that didn't hit. When he breaks the like monoliths, they drop missiles and health, so that's helpful a bit. I'm not really worried though. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna kick his ass. I like that Ridley is in this game. I'm glad they made a Ridley fight. It's not a bad fight, honestly. It's probably one of my favorite in the game. It's still kind of simplistic, as all the fights in this game are. When he like covers himself with the wings, that's the perfect time to shoot him with a super missile, because by the time you do it, they open and it just like exposes his chest in a really easy way to shoot.
So I learned recently that yeah, like that noise is it's like commonly associated with the bald eagle.
Yeah.
It's not the bald eagle's call though.
Is it
the
a combo?
Bald eagle's call sounds a lot more like a seagull, where it's just like, yeah, it's like a shorter like repeated thing. Whereas
I can't do a seagull. I'm sorry, I'm not Josh Rubin.
I think that the call that we're thinking of is more in line with, I think it's called the red-tail hawk. I think that's what it's called. Where it has like a sustained like piercing cry like that. So it's not the bald eagle, it's the red-tail hawk.
My missile
I can double
didn't
check
get
on
him.
that.
It's got the music. It's also nice just to have the Ridley music. Although it's funny that it's just the Ridley theme, when in Super Metroid it wasn't only Ridley who got that theme. It would play during the escape, and it would also play against Dragon. But now it's the Ridley theme. Everyone loves the Ridley theme. It's a really simple theme. It doesn't have much melody, but it's cool. Ah. Alright, it's time for phase 2. His wings no work good. Busted his wings. So, you look at his health bar, and you're like, well, he's almost dead, right? This is a trick. The game is lying to you. He's not actually... Like, every time you're gonna do damage, he's gonna do so much less damage, because, like, basically they reduce the amount of damage you do. They're tricking you into thinking he's almost dead, but he's not. Because the second phase has to go on for a while. So, you have to shoot him in the mouth to stun him, because you can't access his weak spot as he is. You stun him, and then you shoot the big weak spot. And you see he took way less damage than he would earlier in the previous phase. That's like a little trick they do with the UIs. They make you think he's almost dead, but he's not. When I was a kid, I was really pissed off at that. Also, when he's about to charge, like a second before charging, he opens his mouth, so you can shoot him then. It's like he gets faster as the fight goes on, and the opportunity to shoot him in the mouth gets like more and more difficult.
he gets faster, just like Astaroth.
Basically.
I can't believe SGF managed to actually finish that fight, that broken ass fight.
Take that, silly dragon. Can you imagine seeing this dragon and feeling any emotions other than I'm gonna fucking kill you? Certainly not anything like, oh no, I'm scared.
It's trauma.
Other M doesn't count. The statues are gonna finish him off for some reason. That's... Thanks? I didn't need you, but okay. I forgot that he just fucking explodes. Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Ghost dads have
Ghost
decided
dads.
to be useful this time.
Oh, dear. Oh man, I really hope that the Guy Fieri beards, as I'm calling them, I really hope that they host another like Fact or Fiction, because I really want to see because they have those squares called like Killed by Ghost and Ghost Dad, and I really just want to. I know that it's not going to happen because there's a limited number of episodes, but I really want there to be an episode of Fact or Fiction where a character gets killed by Ghost Dad.
That would be funny. Alright, so this is the final area of the game. It's not very long, but it is a pain in the ass. So by the way, this is yellow, or this is orange Phazon. Our suit does not protect us against orange Phazon because it is like a pure Phazon, I guess. We have the Lumigek. They're Phazon charged reptiles. They travel in swarms. I don't really. They're just here in this area. They don't really do much. I guess they were like, we need like a couple more critters to make this place feel unique. But yeah, this room is a giant pain in the ass because here's the problem with this room is you have to climb these platforms all the way up. It's a really long path, and there's all these fission Metroids. They're like, well, just kill them, right? Here's the problem: they respawn constantly. Whenever you kill them, they just respawn like a couple seconds later. So it's just kind of futile. I mean, you can kill them and then continue the path, and like it affords you a few seconds of not being bothered by Metroid, but you could spend a lot of time just fighting them in here, not thinking like, oh, there's just more. No, they respawn. That's why you keep seeing more. It's because they respawn. Ow. Did the door kill you? Anyway, there's
I'm not allowed past the door.
There's a missile recharge here. Because you're probably gonna need those, you know. Anyway. Gotta continue the path. Wait, where am I going? This way?
I assume up.
Yeah. But, I think up is this way. Hey, question, why are there Metroids here?
Why aren't there Metroids?
Well, hold up. Let me in. Also, why is there, rails? Maybe the meteor fell on a Chozo thing. I don't know. But, like, this is the impact crater. This is where the meteor fell, and it was sealed by the Chozo. The Metroids came from the pirates. The pirates brought the Metroids. How did the Metroids end up in here?
I hitched a ride.
Uh-huh. Here's another thing. Say hi to the final boss.
Ugh. Hi, final boss.
No, come back. I wanted to scan you. Whoa, she's so cool.
Hey.
Alright, analyze. This is the Metroid Prime! Why is there a Metroid? Why is there a big Metroid in the meteor? Wait, hold on. So, the Chozo on SR388 created the Metroids there to fight the X-Parasite. The Metroids only existed there. The Space Pirates are the ones who displaced them. The Phazon meteor. So, like, there was a Chozo mural where they explained that they saw a planet explode, and that planet is where the meteor came from. Like, the meteor, the Phazon meteor was a fragment of that planet. Well, like, why is there a Metroid in there? Why is there a big Metroid? That planet couldn't be SR388, because that SR388...
It's the Metroid Prime, Pauline.
SR388 still existed.
It's the primal element of Metroids that the Chozo tapped into in order to create the Metroids.
Oh, okay. This is what I mean when I say I don't think the people at Retro Studio really had the whole Metroid Bible lore, because they kind of just made some of it up, and it doesn't really line up with the rest of the series. Like, that's fine, but it's just funny to think about. It's a Phazon producing life form. It produces Phazon. The aberration known as the Metroid Prime is the source of Phazon, making it immensely powerful. A genetic flaw makes it susceptible to certain weapons for brief periods. Coincidentally, they're colored after your beams. Don't think about it too much. Only its head is truly vulnerable. Other attacks are a nuisance. Offensively, the Metroid Prime has a number of natural mechanical weapons at its disposal. Also, it will call you slurs.
Whenever anyone has natural and mechanical weapons. That's so offensive.
Offensively, also, it will call you slurs. It's a bad thing. You can cancel it with using the beam. These include ultra frigid breath, multi-missile. It has missiles. Wait a minute.
Oh, look, we've established that the suit is organic, right? So that means that the missiles are also an organic byproduct.
Fine. Snare beams, particle wave projectors. I don't think Retro Studio knew that at the time, though. Its massive strength and barbed carapace make it lethal in melee combat. Recommend Samus doesn't fight melee in this game anyway. Recommend maximum firepower in engaging this enemy. Thanks for waiting.
She saved it all for Smash Brothers. For melee.
Thanks for waiting for me to finish the thing. Anyway, so the Metroid Prime will glow a certain color. Use the beam of that color. There you go. You know how to fight the Metroid Prime. This fight doesn't really like have anything more like. Ow. It doesn't really do anything fancier than that. Just use the beam of the color that it is. You can use like the bisexual beam. That also works well. There we go. It didn't even move for that. Every once in a while, it'll burrow into a new room, and like each room has a different shape. So you know, it's nice that the geography changes. At least there's like, that's a nice aspect of the fight.
I like how the first thing that it does when you see it is run from the room.
I like that you can freeze it if it's white. So in this room, whenever you like damage it enough, it'll switch places. So you have to go into Morph Ball to avoid it, because otherwise you take big damage. Sometimes it'll like shoot orbs. You have to shoot the orbs to destroy them, because they'll just slowly go toward you and do damage to you.
What?
There you go. It switches sides. Are you gonna do beam again? Yeah, beam. Okay. That's fine. I can use the bisexual beam. It's probably a waste of missiles, but it is so funny to use.
Like Ghost Blasters.
It does consume a lot of missiles. At the same time, it's the final boss, right? Just use all the missiles you have. What else are you gonna do with those? Uh-oh.
You might need them later. Oh boy.
I don't remember how to deal with that. Ow. Well, I kind of didn't, but whatever. It didn't hurt that much. So you could use the flamethrower when it's red, but honestly, it's not worth it. It's just, the flamethrower's range is so bad. You have to get like right in its face, and it's not really worth the damage. How do I... No, I still got hit. I don't know how to deal with that. Yeah. That airplane noise is funny. Ow. I don't know how I'm supposed to dodge that. It doesn't hurt that much, but it still bothers me. Oh, no, not that. Ice. I guess wrong.
Oh.
Oh, it's burrowing again. Going into the final room. Wait, she's so cool.
Yeah.
Although that room doesn't really look different. Oh, there's only one trench in the middle, I guess, instead of like two. Oh, it's switching way more now. Oh no. What am I gonna do? I guess I'm gonna switch weapons. Suck on my bisexual beam. Putting that C-stick to work. I don't have a C-stick. I mean, yes, on the GameCube you would have to be using the C-stick to switch beams. It's funny to me that they named it the C-stick because it's the camera stick. It's the stick you use for the camera. But still, they didn't use it for the camera in this game. It was always like confusing me how a lot of GameCube games didn't actually use that stick for the camera. What? Like, guys, it's literally named for that.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I wasn't born with a C-stick.
Okay. I don't know what to respond to that. I prefer C-SPAN.
Why would you prefer C-SPAN?
More entertaining.
Oh!
I don't know, that's just the first thing that came into my mind. Oh wait, oh, boost ball! Boost ball, that's how you do this! Use the boost ball! Use the boost to get through! Oh, I solved it! I solved the mystery! Use the boost ball and that makes the tractor beam disengage. Because the boost ball is stronger.
Thank you, General Peppy.
Rawr. Oh, Metroid tired.
Oh.
Metroid Prime tired. I only lost one estrogen container of health. Well, it's a final boss. Probably guessed that it wouldn't be a single phase. It's gotta be multi-phase. It's a brain now. I have revealed my true form, Star
it's
Fox.
Michael Reynolds.
No. Wow, she's so cool. Metroid Prime! Again! Scans indicate that the phase-on energy form of Metroid Prime is invulnerable to all conventional weapons. Only attacks from a phase-on infused arm cannon will damage it. It generates pulses of phase-on when it attacks. Use these to fuel your suit's phase-on weapon system. Wait, I have that? The entity can also spawn Metroids to assist it in battle, rendering itself invisible when it does so. So this fight sucks. This fight is bad. Because here's my problem with this fight. Well, actually, I'll let you figure out what my problem with this fight is. Okay, so it's gonna do a shockwave. All right. Next attack. Oh, it's just shouting at me. All right, next attack. Oh, it's doing the pool. Okay. So we're gonna step into the pool. It's also becoming invisible. So now we have to figure out which, Oh, there we go. So when we step into it, we are in hyper mode. And now it takes damage. And it does a shockwave. And it does another shockwave. The shockwave is in the air because of bad collision. Alright, what's your next attack gonna be? Oh, hey, a shockwave. Wow. Alright, what's your next attack gonna be? Oh, you're making the pool a phase on. Do you kind of see why I don't like this boss fight? It has one attack. It has a singular attack. That is the only attack it does. It has no other attack. I really feel like this boss, like, I think they just run out of money at that point. Cause like, you couldn't give it another attack, really? So, okay, here's kind of another attack it has. Eventually, it starts making Metroids with the pool of a phase-on, so you have to get rid of them. These two are like normal Metroids. Also, look, the Hyper Beam looks really cool when you can see it. But yeah, it just has the one attack. Like, you just jump over it, and there you go. Like, it's not an interesting boss fight. And that's where Metroid Prime 2 is, like, infinitely better. The final boss of Metroid Prime 2 is incredible. It is one of my favorite boss fight in all of video games.
Is it the Metroid Prime 2?
Kind of.
You don't have to tell me what the final boss is.
It kind of, though. It kind of is. No, it's just the boss fights in 2 are just so much more elaborate, so much more interesting. there's a lot of like mechanics. There's a lot of phases. They like switch it up constantly. It's just really cool. I like it a lot. I think it really shows like how far they go from the first game where they were still figuring things out to Metroid Prime 2 where they're really confident in what they're doing and like honing their craft, making it like a lot more interesting. They're not just like figuring things out anymore. Oh, please leave me alone. Man, this is gonna make it take one more phase. Ugh. Yeah, as soon as there's like a Metroid Prime 2 remaster, we're playing that. Because I'm a bee too excited. That's right. It's completely random which one it picks, so just gotta like cycle through them. Okay, so eventually the Metroids it spawns are fission Metroids, and here's a tip: just keep your power bombs for those, because the power bomb kills them in one hit. You don't have to deal with the beam shenanigans against the fission Metroids. Because it's just a massive pain to have to do that while the Metroid Prime is like shooting you with shockwaves. You don't want to deal with that. So if you see a fission Metroid, you just use a power bomb.
Yeah.
It's visible again. I would like you to be visible with normal light for the final hit, actually. No, don't change. Oh well. Oh, you picked the worst one. I just don't like how blurry it is. Alright, 2 fission Metroids for the final one, because they really know what to do to piss you off, I guess. Oh, it's visible. Oh, don't go back in ball. Ah!
What? Oh.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Ah! Oh, there's 2 of me.
This is getting out of hand.
Ah, I look like a big blob now.
Oh.
No. Get off of me. Ah, oh no, it grabbed my black suit. Crater collapse imminent. Evacuate immediately. Okay, we're out.
Oh.
There's no escape sequence in this game.
Oh.
No, yeah, I was a little disappointed, but I don't know. I think, like, considering the final boss, I feel like they were probably running out of money at that point. Like, it was getting a little tight. It was like, well...
The Chozo's faith in Samus has been well rewarded, and now a new star shines in the universe.
Okay, look at her helmet.
The bounty hunter, Samus Aran. What future and fate await her?
Whoosh. So, she dematerialized the helmet. In the original game, on the GameCube, she would just lift the helmet with, like, her hand. But because of what I mentioned with the whole, like, the suit is a part of her, I guess they decided they had to change that. Because it's not actually a helmet you can remove. I guess. I still think that's silly.
Even though swooshing it does just remove it.
Whatever. So anyway, I don't know how I feel about the face that they gave her in that, but I don't know. They were going for a more realistic style for sure, but I feel like it didn't look that weird in the GameCube original. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. So Samus does not take the whole suit off in this game at all. She takes the helmet off if you have more than 75% item completion. If you have 100%, she doesn't do anything else, but you get an additional scene after the credits. I'm gonna look up the scene on YouTube, and then we'll watch it when the credits are done.
We gotta see where Tommy Tallarico's name would have gone.
I didn't see. Is this the? I assume this is the credits for the original, and later there's gonna be like the credits for the remaster. Metroid Prime. Yes, that one. Okay.
Audio sound designer. Yeah, okay, contract sound designer Clark Wen. And then there should be like but I could have sworn that there were like other contract people who were like working on audio.
I don't remember, but I know that Tommy Tallarico and Joey are Joey Curris, thank you. Were never credited because their contribution was like too small.
Yeah. But who can forget? Who can forget Tommy holding hands with Shigeru Miyamoto as they both worked on Metroid Prime together? For 5 years.
Whoops, don't do that. Go back to the video, I actually won't. Yeah, there we go. So we take that. And then capture the audio too for Harriet.
Oh.
And then that should be good.
Video game.
Metroid Prime, pretty good game. I like it a lot.
Yes.
How did you feel about Metroid Prime?
I thought it was cool. I am curious as to the way that that Prime 2 plays, since you've been hyping it.
Yeah. Prime 2 is not well liked by the fandom for some reason. I mean, I know the reasons. I think they're wrong. The big reasons that Prime 2 is not liked is it is significantly harder. Like, it is a really hard game compared to the first one. Like, it does not fuck around. No, that game really does not fuck around. It will mess you up. It will beat you up. It will make you restart. Like, I died in that game so many times. I haven't died a single time in Metroid Prime playing it here. When I was a kid, I think I died in Metroid Prime like a couple times. I think I died in the phase on mine because the first time you go through, it's a really long gauntlet between the start and the actual, like, the midpoint save point. It's pretty challenging. for your first time, so I think I died there. But like once you get used to that, it's not that bad. I think I died once to Ridley. I think I died to Ridley once because I couldn't figure out the melee phase, the way you have to shoot its mouth in like specific times. I'm used to it now. I like did it super easily here. I made it look super easy, but like there's specific timings with specific attacks when you want to shoot the mouth, and when I was a kid I had trouble with that, so I'm pretty sure I died against Ridley, but like I figured it out after that. And like those were the two major like roadblocks I had as a kid. Otherwise it's not that hard of a game. Metroid Prime 2 is really hard. It is really hard. There's a bunch of boss fights that are infamous in Prime 2 for being ridiculously hard. It also has a gimmick, a kind of a level design gimmick that people did not like at all. And I think it's really well done, but people really don't like what it does to exploration. It's the kind of thing I would rather wait to show the game. I don't really want to spoil that gimmick. Hey, the planet didn't blow up. We finished a mission without blowing up the planet for once.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about Samus's face.
Yeah, her
It
face is...
doesn't quite live up to the hype of her reflection.
I don't know. There's something about the way her face is rendered that bothers me. She didn't look like this in the GameCube. She, like... The GameCube also went for, like, a more realistic style of face, but because the graphics were less advanced, I think it was still, like, less detailed, so it didn't look... It looks uncanny. This face is Uncanny Valley to me. It's only a tiny part of the remaster, so like I don't mind, but it does look odd. Do I? Nah. The title screen and credit theme of Metroid Prime 2 is also one of my favorite. And like I really like this title screen song. But the one in Prime 2 is like leagues better. It really hypes me up when I want to play the game, I don't know. So I can play hard mode now, yay! I don't really consider hard mode that interesting because nothing changes as far as I remember. It's just like the damage values go up, that's it. Like, I don't think enemies have more attacks or anything like that. So, I don't really consider, like, hard mode to be particularly interesting. I would probably play in hard mode if it was unlocked from the get-go, because I think you noticed I basically had all of my health by the end of the Metroid Prime fight. It did so little damage to me. It doesn't really feel like a challenge. Yeah, you can play the soundtrack. I don't think every single track of the game is in there, but it has a bunch. Oh, I'm missing some. I wonder how you unlock these. Oh, we get pirate theme. Or Battle 2. Oh, that's the song I hate.
That's the ghost. Why isn't it the picture of ghosts?
I mean,
why is it the Metroid?
It also plays when you fight elite space pirates, which doesn't explain why it's Metroids. I don't know. Right. Let's watch this scene. I'm gonna mute the game for now. While we have this up, I'm gonna put this. There we go. All right, so this is when you have 100% completion, full ending, this scene plays after the credits are over. Ah, it's a hand with an eyeball.
Ugh.
That's it. That's the whole scene.
Amazing.
That's the entire scene. That's
Is that the only unlock that you get from getting 100% is that scene?
I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, you probably get more concept art.
Probably.
I don't know. Let's just look at concept art.
Yeah.
I have some new ones. That's Samus's arc and canon. I think it's cool. I think they made it look cool.
She's so cool.
I like how she's posing in that one. Yeah.
Yeah. This one's for the ladies.
Yeah. The other ladies. Space pirates. Oh, the badass, except not really.
Why are they so bad?
This one looks lumpy. Oh, look, it's one of those Metroids with a tentacle. They were just kind of irritating. Like, they grab you and they force you to look at them, and I'm like, well, if you force me to do that, that means I'm gonna shoot you. It's not much of a challenge. Look, it's a gamer. Gamer. As the robot thing. Robot sentinel. More space pirates. Are those helmets, or are they just like biologically different? Is the flying pirate, which is a different thing and not just a guy with a jetpack.
Also known as a flyrant.
No. B. Weird mosquito dudes, yeah.
I don't like bugs.
Oh, it's ghosts. Ghost Dad.
Ghost.
Oh, look, it's Flagra. Who has like the big fake eyes and then the actual face underneath.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the basilisks in Dark Souls. And then is the bomb thing. Then that explodes. I think, if I remember, I think it's in Metroid Prime 3, you can, there's like a log you can read that tells you Talon 4 is recovering, like the wildlife is actually like going back to being quote unquote normal. It's not all exploding monsters anymore. Like the planet is recovering, which is interesting because usually when Samus like does a thing on a planet, the planet explodes. It's interesting to have a story where Samus actually helps the planet recover.
Wait, I have a question. If things are returning to normal, what does that mean for like the puddle of Phazon with like the eyeball hand?
Well, you might find out in Metroid Prime 2.
I mean,
That puddle might show up. It's Thardus. It is a Shrieker. Oh, I remember the Ice Shrieker. Like, there's like two types of Shriekers. The Ice Shrieker was the one scan that you could miss in the original game, aside from like the ones in the prologue. Because there's, if I remember, they were just like a couple ice streakers in one room in the entire game, but like after a certain point, they get replaced by robot sentinels, and then when that happens, there's no more shriekers in the entire game. And because shriekers are like these little critters that just like jump at you and then explode, like by that point you already met shriekers, so you don't necessarily expect those to be a different species. And then when you look up online, why am I not getting the final scan percent? Where is it? And you're like, well, there's this specific species of shrieker that's actually different, and now you can't get it anymore.
Oh.
I don't know if this game fixed that or if they still have that issue. Plants with eyeballs and mouths.
Ugh.
There's a Metroid. There's a space pirate. There's a big space pirate. That's the Omega pirate. Space pirate of different colors. They copied your beam. Kind of. Not really. Oh, it's space pirate. Elite.
Place.
World. Mushrooms. Yes, I think the concept art, you get it for every time you get 25% items, you get a new thresholds of concept art. For the world art, you have to get a scan percentage, I think. Which is why I never saw the final concept art of the world section.
Oh.
Hey, what?
Wait, Samus, what are you doing there?
There's a T-posing Samus in this concept art. She's T-posing to establish dominance. I mean, I guess she's I guess she's there for scale.
If she's there for scale, why didn't they just choose like any pose that they put her in?
I don't know. You know, that's
why not her like default standing pose?
Look,
and not like
when you grab the model from like the list of models, that's the first like position. That's the default position it's gonna be in, and it's just concept art. You don't need to like put it in. You don't need to do extra work to pose it. That's unnecessary.
You don't. But if you have the model in a different position, then you can just pop it in there.
Oh look, she's also T-posing in this one. I'm telling you, it's just there for scale. It has no other purpose. So why bother?
Oh, that would be so good if there was a T-posing Samus hidden in every single background.
Like as an etching, as an engraving. It's just to find the T-posing Samus.
See, they have like just a different.
That's not a model. That's just drawn.
I'm aware of that.
That's yeah. Well, the ball thing, the little ball tunnel. I like that. I don't know why it looks like that, but I like it. Hey, it's that statue that was frozen.
She would never dare to T-pose Bird Daddy.
Yeah, she has respect for Bird Daddy. There we go. I'm sorry I don't have all of them.
No apologies. Only Samus.
Well, that's probably... Oh, we still have the character gallery.
When she's going on
Gravity suit.
space adventures with her girlfriend,
Face on
Francisco
suit.
Von Karma.
I like that the Phazon suit has like a weird cell shading effect around it.
Yeah, I had noticed that in the cutscenes.
It's interesting. I don't remember that in the GameCube version. I think they added that for the remaster. I could be wrong. Morph Ball, Spider Ball. You think the Spider Ball makes it a different shade, but no, it's actually just that some of it is like transparent now. It's still a ball.
It is a lot bigger than you think it is.
Gamer. It's a gamer. I have mandibles. I use my mandibles to open the can of gamer
video
juice.
games.
Gamer juice. What's it called? Whatever.
I don't remember what the gamer juice is.
It's bad for you. Don't drink it. It tastes like shit, and it's also very bad for you. Look, it's
also
Ghost.
ghosts.
It's baby Shogoth.
It's she goth.
It's the female Shogoth. It's the mommy. Thardus. I don't know why the name Thardus is funny to me. G Fuel, that's what it's called. Don't drink it, it sucks. The Mega Turret. I like that if you point the Mega Turret at the camera, it's like, intruder. Yeah. I'm a space spirit. I have a blade like Halo. Look, we all have blades like Halo. Wow.
Man, that Halo's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen that time when Samus fought Halo? And then they took their helmets off and then they kissed?
I always assumed that Samus was too gay for that. Unless Master Chief is also trans. Shit!
Have you never seen... Hold up, have you never seen that Monty video?
No.
It's one of the videos that made him famous, and it's basically just him hand animating a fight between Samus and Master Chief, and then a whole bunch of Halo bad guys show up and they fight them together, and then at the end, Samus takes her helmet off, takes Master Chief's helmet off, and inside Master Chief's helmet is a beautiful lady.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. But she still has the Master Chief voice, which Samus is into.
I don't think they talk. They don't talk at all in this, because like Montium did that whole thing alone and did not have voice actors. Like that was the thing, is that it's like you look at it, you might be like, well, the animation is kind of jank, but then you realize, oh, a single guy did this whole thing is what makes it impressive for the time. Even like, I think if you were to do this today, you would probably be able to make the animation smoother, but like, it's the fact that he did it back in like, what was it, like 2006, 2005? I don't remember when it was, but it was like a long time ago, and the fact that he made this all on his own, it's kind of incredible. He was great at choreographing a fight scene. Rip in pieces. I'm kind of mad that Rooster Teeth ruined him.
Oh.
Oh, it's the old alpha.
No, it's Phazon Elite Pirate.
Alpha. It's Redley.
Redley.
One unfortunate thing. I mean, I understand why, but one unfortunate thing is Ridley is not in Metroid Prime 2.
Not a what?
He's not in Metroid Prime 2. He does not show up.
Oh.
he does come back for 3. So there's that to look forward to. The third game has a pretty fun section with Ridley. I don't want to spoil it, but like, my face is just in a giant smile the whole time because it was just hell yeah. I don't like 3 very much. 3 is just weird, but that section with Ridley was amazing. I like that they're colored. I see, like, I think on the GameCube, only like the cells inside were colored, not the gelatin around. That's why they were harder to like tell which one needed which beam. It does look kind of neat to make them completely colored like that. It's the Metroid Prime. It's fine. It's a fine boss fight. You suck though. You're terrible. You're nowhere as fun as the next game.
Or Michael Reynolds.
Michael Reynolds doesn't look like that.
He does when
he looks like a weird bat monster.
No, he's like a tentacle brain bat monster.
Right, there is a tentacle brain phase.
Right.
I haven't seen that game in a while. I mean, there was the all-nighter last year.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I fell asleep long before he reached Michael Reynolds.
Pauline is a sleepy.
I think I fell asleep during Sexy Doll. Toy Hunter. I think I fell asleep during Toy Hunter.
Did you manage to stay up for the Drake of the 99 Dragons stream?
I don't think so. I think I fell asleep too.
Oh, but that was the shortest one ever.
I know. It was pretty short. It was pretty short, but I think I fell asleep. I'm not really interested in like staying awake. I'm fine just putting up the stream like on my tablet and laying down in my bed and just letting the sleep come to me when it does. That's what I do for the streams. I'm not really interested in like actively staying awake for them. Like, I feel like that would just be bad for me. Anyway, that was Metroid Prime. That's it. Alright, come on, do the second one, Nintendo. Come on.
And the Great Ace Attorney.
Come on. We're not getting to that game for, like, another 4 Ace Attorneys. It's funny, I got it on my Switch because I wanted to, like, that's just a more comfy way to play visual novels for me. But for the purpose of streaming, I got the other games on PlayStation because they were on sale. So I'm gonna have to switch consoles.
What?
Yeah, we're switching back to the PlayStation because I got Edgeworth 2 on PlayStation.
A worthy purchase.
Look, it feels like we should do it. I know I said I didn't like Edgeworth 2, but it feels weird to skip it. And I think you'd still enjoy how dumb it is. It's a game that's probably fun to laugh at, you know?
Yeah.
I'll get mad at the couple times the logic is stupid. Couple times, it's more than that.
This is the final testimony.
Oh god, he said that like at least 8 times. It's so it kills me that they didn't realize how dumb it sounds. When is the Switch 2 coming? Don't actually announce the Switch 2. Never release a Switch 2. Honestly, just keep the Switch the way it is. You know why? Because it forces devs to scale down their game and optimize them for a device that is relatively low powered. And that's good. That is actually a good thing. You fuckers. I'm glad Nintendo stays underpowered compared to the rest of the industry because they're so popular, people still buy them, and it forces developer to optimize their fucking games. Thank you, that was my TED Talk.
Also, it's just good for the consumer base to not expect them to have to upgrade to like a new console generation.
Constantly. I mean, console gens are like, what? Between 10 and 4 years. Really depends. It's weird how some of them are kind of short, and then some of them are like a decade. Like the PS3 generation was really long. We were like, wow, it's about time we get a PS4. This PS3 is starting to really be a problem.
Is it starting to be a problem?
I mean, to be fair, the PS3 was not a great console for developers. The hardware was hard to, like, work with. The PS4 generation really brought in, like, hardware that was more standardized, where, like, since that generation, pretty much every console has, like, hardware that's, like, functions more or less the same as like a PC, a normal PC. So like porting games is not really like a huge challenge anymore. Whereas every console generation before that, porting games from a console to another was a huge pain in the ass. It was massive fucking nightmare, especially the PS3. The PS3 was an absolute nightmare to work with. It had like, it's not that it was bad, it was very good at what it did, but it required a really specific understanding of how it works, and it worked nothing like the competition. So you needed like people who are expert at it, and if you didn't have those people, your game would just not run well.
Oh.
That was the problem. And like, developers were like, can we get something that's like similar to the rest of the industry so it's not a massive pain in the ass? Because like, I don't really know how it works specifically, but like it had different processors for different functions of the console instead of just having like a multi-core processor at the center that can just do everything. And so you had to know how to allocate resources to all these different processors to do all these different things. And you can't just take a game made on a different console, put it on that, because it's not going to know how to do this. It's going to try to like grab the one processor, and that one processor is not going to be able to do everything. That's my really, really basic, flawed understanding of it. It is very likely not correct. Okay.
How about an even more simplified and flawed perspective of game consoles for a question?
Yeah.
That isn't even related to like the game dev side of it, which you're a lot more familiar with.
Well, kind of.
Look, you're familiar with it in that you know of it. Like you're talking to someone who just isn't very much of a gamer in the first place.
What's your question?
Okay, this is gonna sound really stupid in comparison to all that stuff you talked about.
Hey.
The PS3 onwards, how do the console sounds compare to PS1 and 2?
What do you mean the like the OS?
The sounds.
The sound effects of the OS?
Yeah, basically. Like,
I mean,
how do the sounds compare?
they're all fine. I just I have a fondness for the PS2 OS sounds.
Oh, those sounds were so good.
Actually, you know what? We can finish the stream on that. There's a thing I can do. Give me a second. I need to disable the Elgato. But I'll be back in a second.
Okie doke. Man, I'm also wishing that I like had a Switch or that I'm like spent time playing on the Switch, because I noticed that Pauline there has what is it? 51 Clubhouse games or whatever. And I've been watching like a lot of VTuber clips.
Okay.
Whoa.
Hello.
I was just telling the chat about that I saw that you had like Clubhouse games on the Switch.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been watching like a lot of VTuber stuff where they're just playing like the Clubhouse games, but in specific, there's like this fixation over Gomoku, which I understand like how to play it. I've just never had a chance to try it myself, and I've wanted to try playing Gomoku.
Why isn't that working?
Have you played Gomoku?
I don't remember which one that is.
That's the one where you're trying to get 5 in a row. Like there's white pieces and black pieces, and you're trying to get 5 vertically, horizontally, or diagonally.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okie doke. Tic-tac-toe extreme. I mean, it is kind of like one of those abstract strategy games. Like Connect 4 is another one, but that one specifically works with gravity, where where the pieces have to like go down all the way to the bottom of a column.
Oh, I know what's wrong. I'm silly. I forgot to disable HDCP. That'll take a second. It's not gonna work if I leave HDCP on.
HDTV. A 3D Connect 4. Only be played on the... How would that even work, though? The pieces can't, like, slot in. They would just float around in there. Like, the pieces would, like, just be knocking against each other.
Okay, I'm back. There we go. Okay,
I don't think they're gonna bother to send a 3D Connect 4 up to the ISS.
Okay, so here's the thing. Sony did a little while ago. They did an update for the PlayStation 5 that is an update for the 38th anniversary of the PlayStation, and that update gives you 5 new themes for the OS that are themed after the previous consoles. And they come with a visual that's like reminiscent of the console, and also sound effects from the OS of those consoles. So those are the PS1 sound effects.
I wonder if you can get like the startup sounds to play.
I think you might be able to, actually. I think if I tell it to restart, it will do that. The Elgato is not going to be a fan, though.
Is it not going to pick it up the console?
It's just that if the Elgato is already turned on before the console is turned on, there's like a weird audio issue that is created.
Okay.
Audio desync. I mean, you should still be able to hear it. Restarting.
Yep. Yeah? Yeah! Time to play some fucking Army Men.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be quiet for the PS2 sounds if you get those up. Those are my favorite. Also, I didn't realize that your middle name was Raggles.
Yeah, sure. Probably. Restart. Okay, now the Elgato's not having a problem with this.
That's good.
What? That's the same.
What? No,
That's incorrect. Is it just the same for all of them? It doesn't do like the chow. Oh, that's disappointing.
Oh. Is the setting correct? Is it?
I put it on PS2. It's the PS2 theme. Though there's a PS2 sound effects.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like it, but like.
I think it just has the one opening for the 30th anniversary.
Oh, but the PS2 is like the best one.
I agree. I like that one a lot. The other thing that disappoints me is I wish it would make the background, like it would make the little floaty thing. Like even if it's a video file that's on loop rather than an actual,
yeah.
Like I'm not expecting them to have the actual effects. Like a video file would be fine, but they didn't even do that. I don't know. I find that a little disappointing.
And I should see if there's like a fucking screensaver version of that, where it's just like the cubes and the orbs like floating around in space.
PS3 has the click. Everyone I know disabled that on the PS3. They would just disable the click because they were like, no, this sucks. I don't like it. I don't mind.
Yes.
You know, I kind of like the PS4 sound effects, honestly.
Not sure how I feel about them overlapping one another like that.
Pretty sure it did that on the PS4. And those are just PS5 sound effect with a... The 30th anniversary mode just puts that big 30 at the top.
I mean, so, those are all right.
I can, they did that, like, new welcome, like, tab that wasn't there before. And, I just put a picture of Pauline Knuckle Dancer in there. Because you can customize what goes in there. So that's fun. I'll put it back on, let's put it back on PS4. I like those sounds. Anyway, next time, Edgeworth. Edgeworth is gonna be back. I like the character with like the fingers in a rectangle has like other characters in them. That's a fun thing the artist did there.
Don't think I can't see who those characters are, by the way.
I mean, one of them is recognizable. The other one you shouldn't know who that is. Because the other one is new. Who is that? Who is that character, Harriet? That you recognize?
It's Charmander.
Yes, sure. Yeah.
It's I don't fucking remember her name.
Regina
it's
Berry.
The Berry Big Circus.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Regina Berry shows up in this game. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I really could not believe, like seriously, not in terms of like being like, oh, I can't believe this. It's like no, I did not credit the idea of her being able to recognize, being told to her face, I blame you for my brother being put in an apparently permanent coma. Like, I don't think that she... I really don't believe her being able to internalize that information.
I mean, as far as I know, she never did, so...
Well, no, she was, like, crying about it at the end of the case, remember?
Yeah, she forgot about it an hour later. Hey, Harriet, who's that in Gumshoe's hands?
Where the... Wait, Gumshoe... Okay, yeah, there we go. Was Missile always that small?
It's a small dog.
Smog.
You never really got to see Missile's size, because it's the previous games are visual novels without, you know, character sprites that were in the same... They didn't have the character sprites of the Edgeworth games where you see them in full proportions. Maybe
I mean, Gumshoe...
Gumshoe is very large.
Gumshoe always struck me as like a very big guy, but apparently he's just like kind of normal sized.
I like that we can see Francisca, but she's kind of like hidden behind fires of Rubicon. Armored Core. And then actually I should remove the banner at the top, because that's hiding a bunch of the...
Okay. Alright, Fun Karma is one of the characters up there. I just realized as you were fading away.
Yes, but I think it's just because he shows up in the first game. I don't think we'll see him in the second. Shows up in the flashback case.
Oh my god, I've just recognized another person in the background.
Yeah, who is it?
I'm not accustomed to him being dressed like that.
Who is it? Who is it, Harriet?
Clearly it's a butler, or perhaps even a bellboy at a hotel.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
not to be confused with the famous bellboy who signed an affidavit.
I'm sure Edgeworth will immediately recognize him and then do his best to arrest him. I'm sure that'll happen. Here's some characters you don't know about. The guy with the hat on the very left. Hate that guy. He sucks. Absolute horseshit character. Actually, okay, he might not be as bad if the localization avoids doing a few things that the French translation did that I think were very bad. I don't know if they translated it, if that's like, I don't know if the Japanese, oh my god, words. I do not know if the fan translation faithfully recreated the Japanese text, and so the problem is in the Japanese text. But it was very bad. And we'll see if the localization, the official one, does the same.
We're counting on you, Janet.
Yeah, Janet. I mean, it's not Janet's job to fix the text, to be fair. Janet's job is to make the text understandable for English audiences.
Yes.
Janet's job is not to make the plot actually make sense suddenly, or to, like, that's fine. I'm not gonna blame Janet for the game being bad. Yeah, it's oh, we're hiding another character I don't like. Zwoop. Yeah, that lady who's has the finger. Also kind of a dogshit character, if I'm being honest.
I have a feeling that you've made a reference to that character before.
Yeah, I said to you, yeah, she's terrible.
I believe that you mentioned that I would have to assign a certain voice to her.
I don't remember saying that.
I believe you did say that.
What voice?
Well, what other voice is there for this guy's voice?
Okay, I don't think I said that about her. I don't think I was thinking about her when I said that.
Which character were you thinking of then?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I think that the context was that there was a character who was just there to be an obstacle. And
I mean, that's her. She's just there to be an obstacle, and I hate her.
Okay, yeah, so then that is the voice.
I mean, I don't think that voice would fit her, but okay.
That's what you said last time.
Are you sure that's not what you decided in your head?
Look,
okay, if I said that, I just simply do not remember. I'm sorry. That was like more than 3 weeks ago.
I think that you had, like, you challenged the idea that voice fit that character.
I probably did, because it doesn't.
That's what you think.
I suppose we'll see. Oh boy, I can't wait for Thursday.
Yeah.
Hey, good night, everybody.
Good night, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.